What I've got going here. I'm a little early. I've decided to start a little bit early today because of my fabulous organizational skills. Now, I just got off a great chat with Ari, and so I'm very eager to keep talking. I want to talk to the nerds now. I'm excited. I got a bunch of game bandit stuff, which could be kind of neat to play with. Not sure why it decides it wants to focus only on the eyes at the back. I sort of understand because they're far more exciting. But it is interesting how very sharp that is and how very fuzzy I can be. Probably better if I'm fuzzy. It probably just doesn't want to focus on me. That's probably what it is. Let's get Twitch in here. I can see what's going on. Are we streaming? We should be. So we've got my mic coming in, I believe. We've got audio from the bandits. I would love to get my USB mic working instead of all of this setup, but Roger, Bouteju. Good to see you, Roger. And please enjoy yourselves while I try to figure out what's going on here. I'll do some audio tests. That'll be fun, just to try different mics and see how we like the inputs from it. Okay, so I can change to this one. Wait, so that's this one over here. All right. How does that sound? Does it sound all? Is it breaking up and acting weird to you? Miss Lids. Hey ho from UK. Hello, Elsa Lindgren. Bad. Yeah, really bad? Is it really? So interesting. Okay, so what if even if I lower the input on it, is that any better? No, is it still, it's got like a weird scratchy. It's got a really bad sort of like crackly. Yeah. Yeah, then I think I've got the best setup then like this. I think it's just better to stick with this microphone. Right channel is broken, left is okay. Oh, is that what it's doing? But that's perfect. Right. No, it much prefers this XLR input from the that's still bad? Is it? Hello, it's a full-time job. How are you? Miss Lint says she still doesn't like the sound. Interesting. I'm hearing the sound. No, this is a great one. Okay, good. All right. Much better. Fantastic. All right. There's a bit of a delay on these things. So, going to be Game Bandits today, and I got some kind of fun stuff to work with. And I think Wolf Pups actually got some things of his own that he wants to talk about, which sounded kind of neat. What is going on here? It's like a flurry of emails around here because we've got COVID at the school, at Baz's school. So we're still trying to find out what exactly we're supposed to be doing about that. It sounds like Baz has once again managed to avoid disaster, but it would be nice if I could. It'd be nice if I could sleep again. I lay in bed last night going like, I got a bad feeling about this COVID thing. I mean, it's taken me a year and a bit to get really nervous about it, but it's lovely having the kid around, though. I got to say, it's really nice having Baz around yet again. All right, let me see if I've got this email that I've sent off. If you want the email, by the way, actually, you can't get it now, can you? Or maybe you can. I sent it out through the TechBandits mailing list today. So it should be showing up. Probably, it looks like it's going to show up in my spam. Stupid thing. Am I subscribed to myself? Is that what it is? I've got all these different great, brilliant ways of organizing my email. As you can tell, I'm so good at it. Always display images. Let's do that. All right. So I've got this. Is there a link? Can I share this with people? I wonder if I could do that. There you go. Yeah, I don't see a way of sharing this actual email with you. Oh, view this email in your browser. What if I do that? Would that work? I wonder if it'll let me do this. See if this works. If this link works for you, and then you can all follow along. Oh, really? Elsa, same thing? Ugh, stupid COVID. Wait a second. That's interesting. Why is it called that? That is an interesting link. Why is that the link? I'm going to have a look here. Oh, I see. It's still got a weird name. It's still got last week's name, even though... Okay. Anyways, have a look at that. So that, despite being the wrong link title, seems to be the link to today's. Well, I would say topics, but I know as well as everyone else does that chances of us staying on topic are highly, highly unlikely. Wolf Pup's in the Discord. Woo woo! All right, I'll be there in a second, Wolf Pup. I'm just organizing. You know, this can't take long. How long can it take for me to organize stuff? All right. In the Discord. I like the Gmail method. No folders, just have a great search. I mean, Gmail's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing, Gmail. And I just basically don't delete anything anymore. I just let everything sit in the inbox, and then I search it as I need to. So, right. Okay. What else we got? Wolf Pup's in the Discord. Who's in the house? Wolf Pup, you've got some topics for us too, right? You've got to talk about like games without lore or something like that, right? So a few things today to talk about on my list of things today. Have a look at that link because there's a few things that would just be kind of fun. It's just anything I can do to keep things on topic with the game stuff. I know there's going to be a lot of dual screening going on, and I also know there's going to be a lot of other stuff coming up. So we will stay on topic. Hey, Sid the Jerk. NSFW, not safe for work. Is that right? Are you not safe for work? Oh, boy. Hello, Jonathan MLH. Sid's got a question. What's your question, Sid? But make sure that it is suitable for work, just so we know. Oh, man. From Monterrey, Mexico. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us, Alyssa. I love having people from all over the place. Mr. GoBot says, greetings, banditos. Lisa LG says, say hello, please. I will say hello to you. I think I just did, didn't I, Alyssa? Greetings to you. Greetings right back to you, Alyssa. Or Alyssa. I did know Cliff Simon. Yes, Sid. I did know Cliff, but not incredibly well. He was an acquaintance, from my Stargate convention days, and I was very sad when I heard he'd had that horrible accident. I don't know much about the accident, to be honest. I heard he was literally killed doing kiteboarding or something. Wasn't it horrible? I don't even want to know what could go wrong there. Yeah, lovely guy. I mean, no, he's a lovely guy. He was a lovely guy, but who I didn't know very well. But I was always incredibly sort of impressed and rather intimidated by him because he was like this. He was like the consummate actor. He just had this wonderful sort of presence to him and stuff. So, hello from Winnipeg, Amanda Gednex. Yeah, it's funny. I actually call my sister Moira Apocalypse because I can. All right, let me do this. Woohoo! Terabyte Killer, welcome back. PHC Johnson, hello to you. And let me get in the Discord. Let me drag our friends Wolf Pup and all into this madness, shall we? TechBandits, here we come. All right. What have you named yourself this time? What have you named yourself this time?
You have to call me I am a
Bloofblorg. Hello, I am a Bloofblorg. How are you, buddy?
I'm good.
You had like a really cool sounding topic to talk about today.
I wanted to talk about games that have like they put no lore in on purpose, but then
what do you mean by lore?
Like, how do I explain lore?
Tough one, isn't it? Aaron Cross, thank you very much. And hello, Lord Zoud. I'm going to try to be good about my chat today. Bloofblorg.
It's like the storyline. It's because in a game that I've been playing a lot, Fortnite, which all the events, they all cross together, which would be lore. People wouldn't know that they all go together from just a easy look at it.
Right. I'm looking up the word lore because I'm curious to know what it actually works. A particular body of knowledge or tradition, the lore of baseball heroes, something that is learned, traditional knowledge or belief, tribal lore, knowledge gained through study or experience, the lore of religious architecture. Interesting. So the lore is the knowledge and the tradition of a video game.
No, basically what the lore is like a backstory to the game. it's like
Right.
figuring out what happened. It's because in Fortnite, like Midas, a skin that I have,
Right.
he ties into the story well because they released another skin, which is basically where he got his gold powers from.
Right.
He took it from him.
From Midas?
No, Midas took it from the other person.
Oh, he did. Did he?
Yeah.
Because in the myth, did he ask for that gift? I can't remember what happened with that.
In the myth, Midas he thought it was a blessing,
But it was actually
but
a
then
curse.
he couldn't eat and he died.
We did a movie that was the reverse, which was kind of like the reverse of the Midas touch, where me and this other character had the ability to make things disappear, but we kept on making the wrong things disappear. It's a film called Nothing. It's a very weird movie, but you might get a kick out of it if you like the Midas stuff. But it was like Midas in reverse.
My question is, why wouldn't someone else just feed him? Because you can pay them greatly with gold.
But if it touches his lips, wouldn't it automatically turn to gold, though? Wasn't that the problem?
It's only his hands, though. It's if he touches something.
It was only his hands.
So why couldn't someone else just feed him?
Wow, that's an interesting point. So he could have solved this whole problem just by having someone else feed him.
Yes.
Or he could just pick things up. Couldn't he just pick things up with with metal tongs? I mean, like with gold tongs or something.
Yeah.
It's a good point. Hello, Cal. Cal and I had a nice chat last night, by the way.
Oh.
You know she doesn't sleep at all.
Neither do I.
Mm-hmm. Really? You don't either?
Lately, I haven't been able to get any sleep.
Really? And are you just are you stressing or are you excited or what's the...
It's just too much thinking about at night, I think.
Yeah, for some reason my brain starts spinning at night too. But you're talking about this lore thing. So someone was saying Tetris. Like Tetris has no lore to it. It's just a game.
Yes, Tetris has no lore.
And you're saying that Fortnite does have lore.
Fortnite has a ton of lore.
Right. But they seem to... I feel like the lore of Fortnite sort of gets... It almost feels like it's got the game and then they stuck it on top. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Fortnite lore is like nothing.
Hey! The dulcet tones of Ironham.
It's not important to play the game. Like, you don't need to know the lore to be able to play the game, but...
Right.
Like, why not?
Why do you think they add lore to it? Is it to try to make the game more appealing?
To make it so people would play it more, trying to figure out the lore, because sometimes it's not...
Really?
I think so, because, like, I wouldn't play Fortnite as much if I didn't want to, like, look for the lore, because the live events and all that.
You actively look for the lore?
And what do you mean by look for the lore? Give me an example of what the lore would be that you would look at.
You play Fortnite?
Do you know Agent Jones? Probably not, but like
I don't.
The event, I always like to try see if there's any like secrets in them.
Right. If there's any,
it's always just fun finding out stuff. Like that's with every game.
Prizes or anything for when you do the lore thing?
No, but if you post it on the internet, people are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, how did I miss this?"
What do you talk about the stuff that you've seen?
Okay, Baz isn't allowed to look at this link, but I'm gonna put this link in because this is a link to the Nothing trailer. You don't want to see this, Baz. Your father is young.
Where did you put it?
Well, I just put it in the stream chat. So that's just a link to Nothing. That's the movie I was talking about, which is like the Midas touch in reverse. But why? Okay, that's interesting. So you get, when there's a new story sort of added to Fortnite, you want to get back in and play. Baz, you've done that though too, haven't you? Haven't you gone in to check out, oh, I want to go check out what they're doing with whatever the new thing is that they've added?
I just like laughing at it.
Oh, really? You like to mock and deride. Is that because as Baz gets older, he gets far more jaded about this stuff, I've discovered.
I didn't like Fortnite for a long time. I thought it was a poopy game.
Right.
But then...
Not a poopy game. Hey, that kind of language will not be accepted around here, Blue Florf.
It's a pretty bad game, in my opinion.
No, it's a good game. It's just...
No, it's
a good game. I thought it was very poopy because, like, it started to get as people would say, raging 2-year-olds.
Really?
That's not
What was
that's
the
not my word.
Exactly.
What is the poopitude for which you speak?
Pardon?
Like, when you say there's like poop, it's poopy. What was the poopitude? What's the stuff that happens in it that you don't like?
Games
Sweat.
and balance and people. Yeah.
Sorry, one at a time.
In my opinion, the game was really fun, and then it started getting worse and worse when the sweats came in.
Oh, the sweats,
Well,
Baz. You don't
was
like the
there.
sweats.
They just didn't try as much.
It was more for fun, and now it's that people are taking it too seriously.
People have you seen the stories of when the black hole event happened? People like smashing stuff because they're like, Fortnite's ending.
So they were smashing it like out of frustration, or they were just like, it's ending, destroy the world.
No, they got like, because during the black hole event, for 2 days, it was just nothing. It was just a black hole doing an animation in the middle of the screen.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that. Was that during our time, Baz?
I don't know.
And people would like smash their controllers in anger, being like, how could they do this? I want to play Fortnite instead of playing with the family, which is what that was for. They did it so people would
play Fortnite and play with my family.
What?
What you saying? Something.
What were you saying, Baz?
I said I'd rather play Fortnite than play with my family, which is saying something.
Listen, you'd rather play Fortnite than play with your family. What does that mean? You know who's your family? Me, you little jerk.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to say same on that.
Really?
I don't go up much.
Right. You don't go up much to see your family?
Mainly because of school. It keeps me downstairs 24/7.
Right. Well, Baz is back home now, right? Because there were like, what did we discover? There's now two cases at the school.
We can't talk about it.
Why not?
It'll put a bad reputation on the school.
We're not saying what school it is, you nut bar. We're just saying that
no,
your school.
But it's on the. Oh my god.
It's on what?
We're not allowed to talk about it because, like, you can. If anyone wants to, they'll be able to tell what school I'll go to.
No, they won't.
Like.
You go to Hogwarts Academy, right?
You know what?
So Hogwarts is having there's two outbreak, like not outbreaks. There's two different kids have got it. I guess.
Yeah, both in my grade. Well, sort of.
Oh, they are both in your grade? I thought it was one in grade 7 and one in grade 8.
Right. No. So I didn't mean both in my grade. I meant both in like my side of the.
Right, in your section of the school. So maybe Baz is patient 0. That's right. Don't dox yourself.
I watched this video this other day about like patient 0 in The Thing. Like who was the first person to get it?
Wasn't it the dog?
I mean, like after the dog, who was the person? Because you know how there's a shadow of a person when the dog goes into the room?
Yes.
It's who is that person, and then I think we find out who it is.
What does dox mean? DOX.
Find where someone lives, like find all their social stuff.
Oh, that's what dox means. All right, thanks, Sid the Jerk. You're right. I won't. Yeah, we don't. We're usually pretty good with the names and stuff. I mean, sometimes we screw up, but spoiler warning. The spoiler warning is that Gimpy G's here. Hello, Gimpy G. And Gimpy G.
I know people who have gotten docs.
Really?
Yep. Someone threatened to swap me.
Yeah, that's true. We did have that once. I had to call jobs, family. Yeah. I'd love to know what my jobs are. I mean, make it much clearer for me. There are so many schools with COVID cases; it'll be hard to find the school you go to with a bit of information. Yeah, it's look and you know, and what are you going to do anyways? Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, Gimpy God is in the house. Just so we know, and Gimpy, you're welcome to join us on the chat too if you want. If you want to talk, some gaming. Baz, you can give Gimpy G if Gimpy G doesn't already have an invite. I think isn't he just a part of the group now, anyways?
Yeah.
So if you want to, don't feel like you have to, Gimpy G, but if you want to, you're welcome to join us on that. Gimpy G is a trained teacher, so he's allowed to be on because he knows exactly how to, how to disrupt the class because he's had to actually, hold
also classes. A tech bandit.
And he is a tech bandit, honorary tech bandit. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, have you? Oh, sorry for cutting off.
Go. Yeah.
Have you heard of the story that someone's school, they did it on Fortnite because the teacher lost a bet to a kid.
That's pretty cool. Could you imagine if your homeroom class was your homeroom class meeting was done in Fortnite? That could work.
I feel like schools should do something like that because I have lost my
That's what Andrade wants to do. Oh shoot! I just said the name.
You mean the imaginary name of your imaginary teacher at Hogwarts? That's okay, buddy. Don't worry about it. It's not spelt that way, anyways.
My math teacher wants to do math in Minecraft.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't know how she'll do it, but maybe.
Well, how would you do math in Minecraft?
I don't know. I do Minecraft. I don't know.
You were saying that you played Hearthstone, right? Hearthstone?
What?
Apparently Hearthstone, there was an article in Wired this week about, of course, it's one of the things I didn't put in our list of things to talk about today, but there was an article in Wired magazine about a guy who was playing Hearthstone, and he wasn't really that good at math, and he discovered by playing Hearthstone that he was actually getting better at math because of the sort of the calculations, the mental calculations that had to be made in order for Hearthstone, in order to win at Hearthstone. And Hearthstone's basically like a card game version of World of Warcraft, really, isn't it?
I feel like it would be cool if schools made it so like you can, instead of like for like math, instead of having to do worksheets, like to tell the kids to like play Pokemon.
Why?
It's because Pokemon, it teaches you stuff because it teaches you the numbers because you need to be like, how much damage did insert damage?
But that's very
There's
simple.
calculations
math.
involved in that, though. If you're playing the game, you mean,
I like math worksheets. So
Pokemon Go.
I'd rather you didn't take them away.
No, I'm talking about Pokemon, like the trading card game.
Yeah, there's actually
With that, I don't really think that would work, honestly.
Dude, why do you immediately assume it's not going to work? It's
because
Pokemon the game.
No, but Pokemon use mana to use abilities, right?
Right. And then you have to work out hit points.
That be math. I know, but you could do a simple, like, you look at yours, you look at theirs, which one's bigger, that one wins.
Yeah, but that's math, you nutbar.
I know, but that's like grade 2 math.
So what? It's still math that's keeping your brain fresh. As long as there are people who go through their whole lives without actually doing math. And the fact that you're actually using your brain to figure out what the best way to, figuring out what the best way to, split up an attack is. I mean, magic, the amount of math you're using during magic is probably...
fun, but equations, those are math worksheets are fun. But
yeah, but math equations are just another way of... I mean, they were saying Hearthstone is actually a really neat way of doing that because you're solving for X, basically, which is all about algebra. Have you done algebra yet, Blue Flork?
Yes, I have.
Formerly known as Wolf Pup. I always liked equations.
My name is not Wolf Pup. I am Bloofborg.
Oh, sorry, Blue Flork. I said Blue Flork, previously known as Wolf Pup, just so people don't get confused. Oh, wait a sec. James Gurney, ladies and gentlemen, we have news. We have breaking news. Breaking news, people. What has holding 2 thumbs up and is full of mRNA?
I don't know.
Him?
James Gurney. He's just got his second shot, I think.
Oh, good job.
So you're done. You're now a mutant to this guy. James is still working the joke, just in case anyone was, James doesn't need to have kids to still tell dad jokes, it seems. Congratulations, James. That's fantastic. James R. Gurney, ladies and gentlemen. Dungeon Science Voice Master Extraordinaire. Who else we got in here?
Gimpy G just joined.
Hey, Gimpy G's in the house.
Hey, everybody.
How you
I had
doing,
to
buddy?
move out of the... Doing good. Well, hi, everybody. Hey, Baz. How are you, buddy?
Hello, I'm good. Just tired.
He really sells that.
Yeah, doesn't he? It's like he's exhausted because he did dancing from his chair.
No, I'm actually really tired today for some reason.
Well,
it's probably because my eyes puffing up.
Your
Well,
eyes
I feel
puffing up because he
tired.
went to visit a friend's. They sat outside. Outside, what did you do, or do you just did windows open and everything?
Yeah, we sat outside.
So what we're doing is we're doing a bag of chips and Iron Ham are both doing the at-home schooling together
You can just say Baz.
because they were. No, I can't. That'll give away your name. Anyway, it's like Baz is a
Oh my
fake name
god,
too.
my name.
So the idea is
Baz
that
a big name?
what's a fake name? It's
Sorry,
not your,
sorry.
That's not your real name either, right?
I guess.
Baz is in a no matter what you say, he's going to say the opposite mood.
It's okay.
I know it well. It's my mood.
Sorry, I am actually tired today. Sorry.
What, have you had a glass of water? I bet you that makes a difference. And you know what would be an amazing thing to do? You could get a glass of water for yourself, a glass of water for me, and bring down one of the cookies you made. What a brilliant idea.
Even cooler idea. You get the glass of water, you sit it down, you pick up a Mountain Dew, slug that thing down, boom, you're awake.
That'll do it. That'll do it. I can't drink Mountain Dew anymore. It's too sweet for me.
I need to figure out how to do the Cookie Monster accent.
Cookie.
Yes.
Holy moly.
It's just sort of like it's sort of like gruffing up the voice a bit, isn't it? C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
It is Cookie Monster, but like Cookie Monster Friday the 13th version.
Yeah, it's sort of like a scary one, isn't it? It's like a.
I heard you.
Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty good. What do you got? Yeah, Gimpy G does voices too. That's true. What do you got, Gimpy?
I really do. I do. I've been working on a David one.
Oh no.
Video, young fella. How's it going?
What am I suddenly from? I'm suddenly like a Southern cowboy.
I started. Well, you see,
it's like listening in a mirror.
Yeah, right. Back in my day, we didn't use computers. We used, pens and paper. There you go.
What the? I sound like a congressman from Texas.
Actually, that's my every politician voice and most everything, really.
Yeah. That's. I have one accent that I do for my mom and Jane at the same one, and it's always the same. And Jane's always offended because she's like, I'll go and then Jane says, "Oh, hello, I've done this and this and this."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "That's the same voice you use for your mother." Because same thing. I will say the same thing about my mother as well. I like Mountain Dew. I just think it would explode my head if I actually drank it. Yeah, James Gurney says it's uncanny, Gimpy G, an uncanny impersonation.
See.
So, Bratlet, riddle me this, Bratlet. We were talking about this. So there's a few things that I thought could be kind of fun. Some Game Bandit related things. One was this Blue Flork. Have you heard of Operation Chicken Drumstick?
Isn't that a cheats thing for games?
Oh my God! Yeah. That's the cheats guys. So basically, the Chinese police and that giant company Tencent.
Yes.
Is it 10? It is 10 cent, not 10%.
They own Riot, right? Yes.
Do they?
Sorry, I was just making sure.
They own a lot of everything.
Blizzard, Activision, it's everything.
Is it really? Yeah. It's a huge
and
company. So they teamed up with the Chinese police and they took out this. They created this thing called Chicken Drumstick, Operation Chicken. I don't know why. I guess maybe they ate a lot of chicken or something on the process. And they busted these guys for cheats for Overwatch and all these other games. But 17 cheats. I was like, really? That's it? 17 cheats? But you know how much they were
Pretty
worth?
big cheats though.
$76 million worth of cheats. They charge people $76 million to get access to those cheats.
Holy moly.
Yeah. But when they talk about cheats, though, here's my question to the Tech Bandits. When they talk about cheats, are they talking about just cheat codes, or are they talking about actual illegal software for cheating type thing?
I'm guessing illegal software.
Right. Okay. Because cheat codes aren't necessarily illegal, right?
I feel like it would be programs to make the game just.
Yeah, I agree.
Hard.
Like what? Any examples? What do you what sort of stuff would you do? What sort of stuff would you code? Is that your
I agreed to something for once.
Aimbot,
Thanks,
God
buddy.
mode.
Oh, God
Aimbot,
mode.
that means you have infinite damage.
Yeah, but isn't that a cheat? Isn't that just a cheat code for a lot of games though?
it's not
They
really a cheat code because, like, why would they add a cheat code to Modern Warfare? It would be like a program that you
Right.
install that plays for you, basically.
I see. Or aimbot, is that the one? The Baz was always complaining about aimbot, about how good I was so good at hitting things in Fortnite that he kept thinking I was using an aimbot. Let's see if he's listening.
So you shouldn't tell him that the game stick that we're getting actually helps with the. Oh yeah, okay.
Get PG.
Aim assist.
Nope, nothing.
What's that?
Does it help with aim assist? I don't.
It does. It helps you access that aim assist a little bit.
Well, and you can program it to do like macros.
Fine. Everyone on Xbox and console has aim assist.
Yeah,
The macro thing, I'm not too fine about.
But the macro thing would be so cool. You could like hit one button, and all of a sudden, it would have built you a fort in Fortnite.
Oh,
See what I'm saying?
Because macros doing one thing, like keybinds, like my keybinds are doing like pings, but I don't think macros are allowed. I think in
They may not be
in,
allowed,
like, games
but
like that.
how would they even know?
Because you're doing
I
things
think
too
if someone
fast.
pressed a button and built a house, that would be able to be seen.
What if we put enough pauses in it that it seemed like what if you pressed the
Then
wrong
why
thing?
don't you just actually build the house?
Well, what if you pressed a
See?
couple of things by what if you like put down something and then took it away and then did the big thing? Oh, anti-cheat software is made to look for that. Oh, interesting. So there's kind of like a war going on between the cheaters and the anti-cheat software.
it really is ever escalating,
And we're going to escalate it, right, Gimpy G?
and that's our plan.
We're going thermonuclear on the anti-cheat code.
I don't
but-
think you should
No, I would get
say
banned.
that out
We're
loud
not.
because
really?
you might get banned.
Yeah,
It's-
hey, what would they call the operation that
there.
took me down? Operation Pizza. Operation.
Operation someone doesn't know what they're doing.
I feel like
What
the
was
thing,
that?
Sorry.
I feel like you lost steam in the middle of that sentence. Like Operation Java Snap.
I feel like the thing wrong with macros is because, like, you're doing it without having to do anything. You can just press a button and it's just like, oh, you want to build this base to Mars? That
Yeah, it's unfair against other people. Like,
Right.
I'm fine with you being able to, but like, what happens if you're like trying to do like a build battle with someone else and you just have a button to be able to instantly?
Right.
I don't know. I know this is Fortnite, but like, you box them in or something. I don't know.
What if we're
I don't
just
know. I
so
don't know
bad that
Fortnite
even with the auto macro things, we'd still probably lose anyways, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna take
Oh,
them to
then
the
you're
forehead
just-
all day long.
Yeah, I'd like to try it just to see what it's like because I just think it's kind of cool. Actually, oh, there you go. James Gurney's got the best name for it.
Well,
It'd be
actually,
called
there's a really
Operation Jurassic
popular
Park.
phase. There's actually a really popular phase use streamer like last year that got banned for
Oh,
just
yeah, that guy-
trying out hacks.
That's right, for doing the speed run, but not really doing the speed run.
That's not the guy I'm talking about.
Oh, what's his name? Ice
He's
Cream?
a
Dream.
Fortnite player. It's not. Dream didn't fake the speed run.
No, totally legit.
Dream didn't fake the speed run.
Oh my god.
All right,
Dad.
Elsa says it's so boring playing with people who hack. Oh, really, Elsa? What games are you playing that you've seen this hacking stuff going on? Oh, thanks, Tweety Row. Thank you very much.
You can hack in almost every single game that you play.
Aw. Cal's already doing the thank you for me, which I love, by the way, Cal, before you get all defensive and angry at me. Dream faked it, says Sid the Jerk. Swan is innocent.
No one knows.
Nobody
Only
knows.
Dream knows.
Only Dream knows who
so-
faked it. It's true. All right. Operation Closing the Iris. Operation Lumberjack shirt. Thank you, Medusa Candy. That was very creative of you.
Did Baz check out the VOD of you playing Magic Arena?
Don't even do it, Gimpy G. It was so embarrassing. I was so stressed out. I got so stressed. Like I wasn't really set up for it, and I started playing, and then I got all self-conscious, and then look, I'm actually blushing. I'm literally blushing right now. I played so badly, Baz. Don't watch it. You'll never respect your father ever again. Like I know you respect me so much right now.
Go ahead.
It was just embarrassing. Like I want to do it again because I want to get better at it, but I'm used to sort of relaxing and playing Magic. I'm not used to this like all of a sudden it's like the chat goes
Oh
crazy with
god, Dad,
suggestions.
did you play competitive?
Yeah.
Did you stream it?
Yeah.
No.
Why would you stream it?
Because
Streaming games sucks
brave.
when you're trying to like play.
Because I'm brave, man. Because some of us have to step out of
No,
that ledge.
but-
That
But
precipice moves.
each people just comment on what you're doing,
I
and then
know.
it makes you feel like you're bad.
Well, I'm so glad you were there to help me. That's perfect. Yeah, that's basically the way it went.
You never told me. Yeah.
Stephosaur says it was very entertaining, though. That's to be true. So I think Elsa Lindgren is in the running to join the Tech Bandits. I think at this point. By the way, Elsa's thinking about joining the Bandits. I think. All right, watching you and a PC World live build stream at the same time. Wow, Bass 1977. What kind of a PC build is it? Anything good? We missed another. What is it called? SpaceX explosion.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Was there footage? Was there footage of it?
I don't know, but wasn't there? Oh wait, no, we already talked about that one.
See you, Selma. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, we saw the other one that blew up, but there was another one recently, and the camera just froze up, and then there was like a long pause, and they're like, we're gonna leave it there because it didn't work. But I'm curious to know if there were if there was like cool footage of it exploding. I would watch you and Barnacles, but I can't keep track of that many squirrels. There's a lot of squirrels involved in me and Barnacles. It's true. Barnacles. It's supposed to be Hercules and Barnacles, right?
Right,
Barnacles. But yeah, he says I can say it however I want, Gimpy G, just so you know.
Right, I don't sound it out. It just messes me up every time.
Yeah, it's just basically
Root
Hercules.
memorization.
Barnacles.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's footage from the launch, but not the bang. Too much fog at ground level. Yeah, it looked pretty foggy, but it was weird. It was weird, guys. It just like froze up, like out of nowhere. All right.
I just got one of the best weapons in the game.
What game are you playing right now?
Fortnite. I got the primal. I got the purple primal shotgun.
Okay, so what drew you back to Fortnite this time?
Yeah, why are you playing Fortnite again?
Baz?
I mean, I've played it for a little bit.
It's because
I'm not judging. I'm honestly asking.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
No, the reason
because
I'm fine with you asking. The reason why I came back is because all my friends are playing it and I had no contact with them.
Right.
And then now that because I played this game, I have them friended on Discord.
Right. Okay. So now you're back in with the group. This isn't the same group that booted you out of your Minecraft world.
No, I'm not talking to them for quite a while.
Yeah, it sounds like they sound like you. Yeah, best avoided to some extent.
Wait, your Hypixel thing or what?
Yeah, Hypixel. He got booted from his own Hypixel world. All right. So
how do you get booted from your own Hypixel world?
They kicked me from the co-op with them because we started it like a long time ago, and then like. Not recently. I knew it was coming for a long time, but I couldn't do anything against it.
Let me go back to the cheats thing for a second. What's the difference between like a cheat and automation? Just automating something. Like if it's just boring stuff to do, we remember Baz, we talked about when we were playing Clash of Clans, I was saying like we should just get the robot arm to just tap the screen every so often to keep it awake so that no one could raid you while you were like gathering gold and stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
But I don't think we actually did we do it? I don't remember if we actually did it or not.
No.
It depends if I go to jail for doing that or not. But like that just seemed like I guess that was a cheat, right? That's like a robotic cheat.
I guess, but it's not harming anyone else but you.
Right.
Like, it's not harming anyone else.
Right.
Like, I guess, people don't get to raid one person's... No. They're at that time, Clash of Clans was like the biggest game in the world, probably. No. Nowhere close. Sorry.
But you're amassing...
It was a very big game.
But you're amassing money that you wouldn't get if people were allowed to attack you, right?
But
I guess, but it doesn't really matter.
Allowed to attack you, though. It's not like
no one can attack you.
No, Clash of the Clans, they can't attack you while you're in your world working on it, right? So
what I mean is, you're not going to have it on 24/7, and they can attack other people.
Exactly. So the point was, so the iPad, you'd plug the iPad in, and you'd have the robot just touch the screen every so often, just to keep it awake, as if you were playing the game for like 24 hours or whatever. That was my
Wait.
genius plan to cheat at Clash of Clans, because it's important to teach your kids the wrong things to do in life, right?
By the way,
No.
I am streaming my games on Discord.
Oh, very good. Oh, cool. So we can actually
Nice.
see. We could, if I could share the screen, we could actually see what's going on, but I can't. So
You can see how bad I am at the game.
I don't see you in there. Wait a second. Let me just do this.
And while we're doing this,
I used to be really good actually at Fortnite. I don't know why.
what were you going to use to touch the screen, David?
I was going to use it. We have one of those like those sort of like fleshy tipped pens. Those like pens that have like the little squishy bit at the end.
Does it work if a human isn't operating it, providing the capacitance?
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
did you?
I
Okay.
don't know what the deal was. It's almost like a meshed metal, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So that
It does.
it was an older screen as well, so it's probably less touchy than other ones.
So if you put on a big old glove, like a baking glove or something, what's that called? Hot glove? What are those called?
Like oven
You know,
mitt?
the mitten.
Oven
Mitt.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
If you held it with that, you'd still be able to do your iPad.
Yes. I
Interesting.
think so. I might have it here. Hang on a second. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go have a look.
Okay, well, I'll tell the group.
Yeah.
When I was trying to devise a stick that I could use iPad with, we went through at least 24 styluses, whatever the plural of styes are, or stylus. And it just, they would never work unless a human was operating, because it was relying upon human skin touching it, providing the resistance so that it knew you were there. But yeah, James Gurney's right.
Oh, okay.
So this is strictly a gaming stream, huh? Like all news gaming.
Well, it's
I
not.
love
I
it.
mean, we're not incredibly strict about it, because as you know, we tend to go a little bit off topic.
Yeah, but
the
it
idea
is
was-
Game Bandits.
It's supposed to be Game Bandits today. Is the idea?
Game Bandits.
Yeah.
I found a game that you might like, David. Very slow paced and completely. It's programming oriented.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like it at all. It's called 7 Billion Humans. Have you seen that?
No. I'm gonna go look it up right
You
now.
have like these little guys in an office, and you have to program them to like make a copy of something and drop it into a hole. And you can only do it in so many steps. It's definitely getting people prepared to program, because it's got if-then statements, and
I like
it's
the sound
very
of this.
cool.
7 billion humans.
Yes.
I like the look of this. Okay, great. I'm doing it.
It's very cool.
Okay.
It would be okay on stream as long as people don't backseat cheat, and you wouldn't get sick unless you got issues.
I got issues, but I'm sure I could. Okay, so there you go. Billion. I'm gonna put it in the Twitch stream so people can see. There we go. Oops, what's that? Okay. Did anyone show Stardew Valley to David? Oh, I loved Stardew Valley. I don't really play it that much, but I just think it's beautiful. I like its sort of old 8-bit quality. But okay, so still, I like the 7 billion humans. Okay, Baz, we'll have to check this out.
Yeah.
Baz has enough games. What's the latest game you're playing, Baz? You're playing a new game this week, aren't you? Or a new old game?
I got a new game that I found out was on PC. Yeah.
What was the game?
Horizon.
Horizon.
Oh, that is fantastic. Zero Dawn.
Yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, we played it. I think, Baz, we played it a while back. Didn't we? Tried it a while back. We liked it, but it was console. It was only console.
It was PC only, yeah.
Aw.
What's Game Dev Tycoon? That sounds neat. Huh.
They even have PC Builder Tycoon.
Oh, I know. Have you seen that? That's kind of fun. It's just, and I think it's getting more and more accurate by the second.
Yeah, there's only one. That's the only way you can get a 30 series graphics card now.
What?
So, no.
It's virtually. He's doing it virtually. Yeah. Good point. I was like, what? I was immediately like, how do I get one? All right, I'm gonna put that in and see if that works. What was it called? It was called Game Dev Tycoon. Game Dev Tycoon. Is there programming involved in that?
I have never seen that before. Did somebody in chat recommend that?
Yeah, someone else is saying we should look at it. It's an app. That's an app store game. Do I need to be online while playing? No. If I buy on mobile, can I get desktop version? No, mobile and desktop versions are two separate products. God, I hate that. But I think that's gonna change with the new Mac, right? But can't you run a lot of the iPad games on the new M1? I think that's the case. Baz, do you know if that's the case or not?
I have no idea. Sorry.
So the new Macs apparently, I mean, not. I would wait until they had the next version of it. But so there you go. So I'm putting in the link. I'm putting the Game Dev Tycoon thing if anyone wants to check that out. Oh, ordered my 3080 Strix in November. Still waiting for it. Oh, Bass. I think it got sent to Gimpy G by accident.
No, mine's a 3090. Yes. Yeah. So.
Gimpy G is just here to flex, basically. He's just showing up on Game Bandits to flex his 3090. He's like those guys who show up with Lamborghinis and drive around the parking lot.
Or the guy, it's like, ooh, I want that over there, and then you make a muscle when you're pointing. That's me.
That's you. Got it. Right. I was thinking more. You're the guy who's doing like donuts in the mall parking lot in your Lamborghini.
That would be nice.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a pre-build with a 5800X and 3080 gaming OC in. Oh man, Untidy Tech. Enjoy your wait. Sid the Jerk's running a 1650, which is still pretty damn good. Baz, you've got the 1650, don't you?
No.
Oh no, not the 1650. Shoot, sorry. No, you don't. Never mind.
I have the 850.
No, it was James Gurney has the 1650, I think.
Wait a minute. Poor Baz is not running even in the within the last 2 years of a graphics card.
It's a 5-year-old. That's a 5-year-old PC now, which seems extraordinary to me.
Okay, now I know why he's sad, David.
This is neglect. Someone call child services. That kid's using a 5-year-old computer.
He can't even game.
Oh man, that's it. It's like Gimpy G's going to be sending you his rig just because it's like it's out of sympathy.
It's kind of like a save the children thing, but save the Baz from
you can save a 13-year-old from the terrors of life without a 3090 or a 30 series.
3090. I just want something that can make me stream.
You need like one of the NVIDIA ones that has the built-in streaming component, right? Or this doesn't like part of the processor actually handle streaming for you now, Gimpy G?
Yes, that's why I really wanted it, because it's going to allow me to stream, play games at the same time on one PC, not have to figure out how I can't figure out how to do one PC, much less two.
I'm happy that wasn't on the stream.
The NVENC encoder. Soma Proof knows what they're talking about because he just threw a lot of letters at us. The NVENC encoder. Interesting. So that's like a chip that specifically deals with that on it itself. So even the 1660 Super has the NV encoder. All right. Okay. So James.
Really?
So James has got the 1660 and he's got that. Okay.
I'm the guy in the Lamborghini, and then James is the guy that drives up in the Toyota and tells you the gas mileage is really awesome.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And how he's tuned it. He's tuned.
Yeah, totally tuned this baby up.
Oh man, this baby purs. Technically,
why would you need a Lamborghini?
Torque. Yeah, exactly. Technically, I get more torque at certain levels of between the speeds of 20 and 23 miles an hour. You think James is a Tesla guy? I want to be a Tesla guy. Does anyone have a Tesla? I'd be curious to know if anyone has a Tesla.
My dad wants one. I know that.
Well, wants one. I mean, I think wanting one. I'd like one too. Maybe your dad and I can like split one, and we'll just share it, and we'll just tell it to drive back to each other when necessary. It'd be like having a child in a divorce. We could just send the car back and forth for weekends. Technically, my computer is built, Gimpy G. Ooh,
mine's built. It's just sitting there. Ugh.
Oh, James.
You know what? This proves that James is not an ableist. Because he crushed my will to live with one sentence.
No, now you can turn around and say that was an ableist comment, and then that's when you could turn it on him, can't you? Isn't that
No, that's not me. That's not me.
Damn it!
I'll lose. Yeah.
You can't.
I will lose my I can't abuse others if I'm not willing to be abused.
Damn it.
Yeah.
You can't pull
Yeah.
the SMA card or.
Yeah.
Is it, sorry, Gippy G, I keep getting this confused. Is it SMA that you have?
It is a variant form of Wernicke-Hoffman's disease. So it's something,
Hoffman's.
correct, very rare. Go figure, it was discovered by Germans in the 40s.
Right. Thus, they
I
came
wonder
up with
what
that
was
lovely,
going on.
soft-sounding name for it.
Yes,
So
Wernicke-Hoffman.
how do you spell it, Gippy G?
It's WERDNIG hyphen HOFFMAN and then apostrophe
Google
S.
beat you. Google beat you to it. All right, there you go.
And that's, yeah.
Right.
And
okay.
So, like, I was a little tiny infant. My mom and dad said I was like a real strong baby.
Right.
And then by like
Selfish.
6 months old, they would pick me up and my legs would dangle and I stopped reaching for things. And the doctor here said I was a lazy baby, which of course is what happens most of the time.
You lazy little, right.
Babies. You know,
Right.
once they hit that 6 months old, they start getting lazy,
Right.
talking back, sassing you.
Really?
So, yeah, and they just didn't feel like that was right. So they continued to work, and I got muscle biopsies and spinal caps and things like that. And finally, there you go.
How do you diagnose it? Is it like a genetic test, or what is the?
Yeah, I believe that's what it was. They were genetic tests way back in the day.
So,
But somehow it's a variant because I think if you're reading Wernicke-Hoffman's, it's supposed to be fatal by the age of 2.
right. But you
So
screwed that up,
once
didn't you?
I did. See, now, and they told mom and dad, you should go ahead, put him in a home because he's not going to live very long and you're not going to know how to take care of him in the interim.
Right.
And then they were like, nah, look, and they're very young, very, not tech savvy, not sciencey. And, you know, so they just thought, well, we'll just do this and see what happens.
Right.
And there you go. 2 years goes by. So then they just tacked on the word variant and here we are.
Oh, interesting. So you got variant added because normally if you get this, so basically what distinguishes this as Wernicke-Hoffman disease is exactly that it shows up earlier than most and you don't make it past 2. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Wow.
Yep.
Huh. Way to go, variant.
So way to be.
Yeah.
I always had all kinds of different things. Like I wanted to rename it guacamole since it was my specific disease.
That's true. You really should be able to name it.
I should. I think.
Yeah. You could call it like Gimpy God.
I could now. The G disease.
Yeah.
The G gene.
It's a GG.
You should make it a plug to your YouTube channel.
That's it. Well, he's Gimpy Game. He's Gimpy God Gaming, right? So it could be the.
No, make the name of it https youtube.com/.
Yeah.
This is the URL to what I've named the disease. Exactly. Now, listen.
That's
another question.
nice.
It is a disease. What defines a disease?
Hey James, what up with that? When's something a disease or an illness or a?
Yeah. What is is there like an actual like technical definition for disease? Like, because some people talk about conditions and they talk about diseases and they talk about like I'm curious to know what sort of distinguishes that.
Here's something I would also like to know with everybody, and this is if the kids want to look it up because I've been trying and okay, when people ask me what I'm dealing with, I say quadriplegic because it's the only thing people can quickly put in their mind,
right?
Rather than me give a 3-paragraph answer that I can feel from head to toe, just like a normal person, but can't move any of my extremities, including partially my neck. So I just say I'm quad and go with that.
But quadriplegic implies that there's some kind of a damage to the spine. Is that right?
That's what I see. Is that true? I think so.
Yeah, James' suggestion to us was that we look at a dictionary.
Oh, okay. Since he thought we don't have a doctor in the house.
He's in a really bad mood. He's obviously working too hard. Okay, so let's look up disease and see what they say about that.
Wait, was that Noodles? No, who is that?
Who said that?
I don't know. I thought I heard somebody talking in the background.
Oh.
I think it was Jefferson had excess noise.
Oh, is Jefferson on as well?
My bad. Hello, Jefferson.
Hey, Jefferson. Sorry, buddy. I didn't even know you were here. He's quiet like a mouse. Stealthy. All right. So it says disease is a disorder of structure or function in a human. So disorder and disease are interchangeable, I guess, then. Especially one that produces specific signs or symptoms or that affects a specific location and is not simply a direct result of a physical injury. Oh, I see. So disease as opposed to like an accident type thing.
Okay.
All right, let's look up quadriplegic then. I can never get this right.
I'm throwing this out to the tech bandits. I'm really, I mean, there's a lot of things I'm okay at, but I'm super good at tutoring. So if you guys get, like beyond your parents' abilities mathematically or
impossible,
several different subjects, I could kick in.
Oh, that's good to know. So if you need help on any of the school stuff, GimpyG's the guy to talk to. I might hit you up for some stuff because I want to go back and start doing. Someone sent me a great email the other day with some sort of like I think it's literally called like Math is Fun, but there's like a couple of sites that they had that they were recommending that sort of just made stuff a little bit more exciting. The one that I liked the most was one that was just better at making. They would make analogies. It was all they said that the key to teaching math was analogies, finding ways to explain what you're doing in a way that makes sense to people. And that was I'll look up the links because they were really good.
Do you remember when Randy was telling you to envision your glasses on fire like they usually are?
Yes, and I went with them crawling with horsehair worms instead.
Correct. Yes. Right. Well, I feel like teaching is a very similar thing. If you do teaching very dry without you call them tangents, but what we're doing is creating more hooks for memory. We're like, okay, what were we talking about? And you reach out and you grab a hook, make sure it's connected,
right.
and then just put more hooks into that information because we're not binary computers, we're wet sponges, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So you need to be able to come at that information from all kinds of angles.
Oh, interesting. So, yeah, because things tended to be I always found it very difficult to listen to teachers who sat there and read notes.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I understand going to notes to remind yourself of what you're going to say, but I feel like, yeah, if you're not sort of like truly having a conversation. I mean, Baz still talks about an old teacher that he had who just did silly things in class to make his point. What was it? There was a couple, Baz, that he used to do, right? Oh, what was that? What was that?
I think I know what teacher you're talking about.
Yeah, I think you do. But did he, like you guys constantly talk about stuff that he did when you were younger at school?
Some specific teacher?
Yeah. What was it like? What was the one quotation mark period?
It was you mean indents?
Was it indents?
Where he would smash a pot in to prove indents.
Ah, he would create indents to remind you to indent.
Yeah, whenever someone didn't do an indent in a sentence, he would smash a pot.
Wow.
Oh, for me, talking about apostrophes, he called them bloody hooks that killed the other letters and then took its place.
Oh, dude, that's brilliant.
See, that's pretty good.
He was a good teacher. He was a really good teacher. Yeah.
Bloody hooks that kill the letters and replace them. Oh my God, that's brilliant. That is really good.
See, I just come up with little things like order of operations.
Yes, I do. I mean, I don't know.
Right. Right. So I'd say, what's the first thing when you do before you go on a trip? You go pee-pee. Powers in parentheses. That kind of stuff.
Ha.
So.
Right.
Hit the frog with the car. No.
I mean, but that's it, isn't it? It's just trying to find, and everyone has different ways of remembering things, I find. There's like some things.
And they do, right. A lot of visual learners, they need to see things. It was so hard to teach for me in a way, but it was also so cool because I'm not up at this school specifically wouldn't help me get a whiteboard, so it was old-fashioned chalk, right?
Wow.
And,
How'd that work? You
yeah,
put that on a stick? How did you deal with
yes,
that?
yes. We put it in my eye hole, and then I just like slam my head. No. So
Right.
what I would do is every kid would eventually get up to the board.
Right.
If they were very reserved human beings, I would tell everybody, this person is not a person, they're my robot. So
Right.
any mistake is my mistake.
Ah.
And we kind of and then if we were doing geometry or something very difficult, I almost always had a girl come up to the board. I don't know why boys always look like they're writing with their feet. And then there you go. I just make sure everybody got involved.
Right.
It worked. It really did.
It definitely helps when, I mean, I can still remember good teachers from back in my day. The ones that sort of stood out for me were ones that did. I remember my French teacher used to, if you did badly on a French test, he would say, "Are you constipated?" And I'd be like, "What?" And he goes, "Because I told you, you just have to, every time you go to the bathroom and you sit down, just make sure you look through the notes, look through the words that I've given you this week. And there's no reason, if you do that you should ever fail a test in French." So it got to the point where you'd like learn the lines, you learn the words just so he didn't embarrass you about how often you went to the bathroom that week, which I thought was quite smart.
Yeah, and he's crushing your will to live and humiliating you.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
That's effective. Work for the Germans. So
that's it. We will crush your will, and then we will teach you. All right.
You were done.
My teacher's just boring. Used to bring their faulty electronic stuff to fix. The science teacher had to get me to repair the oscilloscope. Oh, come on! But it's a full-time job. That's great.
See, yeah.
Because used to bring their faulty electronic stuff to fix. That's great. I'd love to do
that. I don't know. I really had a difficulty with the teachers, and the kids were fantastic. And the kids that you don't think would be the best were my favorite beyond, like the 4-H kids, or what was that called? VOAG?
H.
It's something about, they're like animals and husbandry and things like that. And they were also vocational kids. They were like, okay, so they saw something wrong in my wheelchair, like my headrest, that I'd been dealing with for like 2 years, and I didn't care. And they're like, oh no, we can get that straight. And they like go down to their little shop room and bring back coat hangers and junk and fix my chair. And so guess what? Mr. Carr throws a couple of extra credit for that because that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, and you're just learning. It's problem solving, right? As well.
It's problem solving. I don't know. There's so many ways you need to get the kids involved and feel like they're contributing, and then that you just start pulling them in that way. As soon as you make them an object that you're teaching at, you're done.
Well, luckily I got nothing to teach. I just got some things I found on the internet that are kind of cool. Medusa Candy says that Medusa Candy, the fabulous, the
Medusa Candy,
eco warrior Medusa Candy, exploded an oscilloscope. Am I saying it right? Oscilloscope. Yes, oscilloscope during my physics A level. Wow, that is a feat worthy of a good mark, I'm sure.
I'm not even sure how you do that.
I don't know. I'm not sure how you blow it. How did you manage to blow it up, Candy Medusa? Or was that was it an artistic choice? I remember handing in a typed, I used my Commodore 64 to type out an essay that I had to do. And I got sent back, and I had to write it by hand because they thought it was cheating to use literally, this is what I was told. It was cheating to use a computer. I was like, well, it didn't write it for me. I had to type it.
Teachers still do that. They're like, oh, you can't use Wikipedia. It's
Baz, you've been told you've had to handwrite stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only the handwrite stuff, it's mainly the thing that I understand is the Wikipedia stuff. That's so true.
So you're not allowed to use Wikipedia.
If you think of, they're not. No.
It doesn't sound. It's not a credible source. And then what our argument is that we just look at the bottom of the page and it says all the sources that they got from.
Well, great. So then you go to the sources.
Well,
Yeah,
but
except if we say that we've used Wikipedia through the thing, you're allowed.
the thing is, okay, let's examine this. Back in our day, David, back in the ancient times,
Right.
even before the COVID times,
The stone tablets. Yeah.
you would get an enormous set of encyclopedia
Yeah.
if you're middle class, right?
Yeah.
And that's your Google machine.
That was it.
And that was okay. You could use that, even though it was probably 30 years out of date and not accurate at all.
Right. Right.
That's acceptable. But Wikipedia, which is constantly peer reviewed and updated, not okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
I get it is somewhat susceptible to manipulation, but I think we're way past the idea of it being.
Well, and you don't have single sources anyways. Do they talk about multiple sources, Baz? When they make you do these things, do they say like, oh, you've got to have multiple sources for this information? Like to back it up?
Yeah, I guess. Well, some
They
teachers
usually
just say
only
that you
say-
need sources.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but they usually only say that Wikipedia is not a credible source.
It's just a non-credible
Yeah.
source. Just that's it. Blanket statement. Forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Really? Wow. So you got to find. So what do you guys do then? Do I want to know this?
Go on Wikipedia and just don't tell the teacher.
Okay.
Actually,
It's actually smart.
because like in Wikipedia they also list their sources of where they got the information to put on there. So you can
Yeah, I
really
just use the
work
sources
on
at the
it.
bottom, and I use like
Yeah.
one or two of them maybe, because like the teachers never check the sources.
Right.
Yeah.
They
like,
just want to know that you actually like got them from somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you got to watch
And
out
if
for
you name a
plagiarism,
book,
too.
you get extra points.
You got to watch out for plagiarism too now, because they've actually got software that will go and search, will use your document and search it to make sure that you haven't stolen it from somewhere else, which is kind of neat. You can get in a lot of trouble for that too. Interesting. So you use Wikipedia, but you use Wikipedia as the jumping off point to look at what they've already looked at, if that makes sense.
That's smart. Though.
No,
Yes.
I just look at Wikipedia and just say their sources.
Yes.
Right.
That way.
Oh, I see. So instead of saying so where did you get this information from? You would say, oh, I got it from these three sources, which are the three sources that Wikipedia gave it to you.
Yeah, but I usually only name like a couple of them because I don't want to name all of them because then it looks like I did.
Mm.
Like
Producer
tons.
Candy is saying that Wikipedia is more reliable than a book
I hate
because
this
most
game, I
books
hate
aren't
this
peer
game, I
reviewed.
hate this game.
What was that?
I got to number 2 again. I've gotten number 2 3 times.
This is
That's
second
awesome.
second place in Fortnite.
I haven't been able to get a win, but I keep getting to second, and it's just angering me.
Is it one? Are you doing single player?
I'm sure he's got to be doing them all for.
I'm doing solo
yourself.
because
It is solo,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's second's pretty good for solo.
I think so.
Apparently, the robot looks a bit sad today. I think there's something about putting the mask on the robot that made it just look sad.
I think he looks like he's getting ready to. I don't know. Take revenge. That's just me.
Yeah, just that creepy
I
eyes.
think he looks like he's getting ready to leave.
I think he looks like he's wearing a bikini on his face. It has a weird bikini-like look to it. It's
You know what?
Something wrong.
I had a summer like that. Okay.
Oh, those summers, those bikini summers. All right. Elsa always gets NR2 or 4. NR2. What's NR?
What that?
What's NR? Elsa, explain. Have any of you played the Wikipedia game? Start on an article, say history of glass, and get to the 3 laws of robotics with only links in the articles. Ha! That's pretty fun. If he turns red, run. Good point. My best solo last night was like 74th, so you're rocking it, man. There you go. Accidentally, yes, I got lost in Wikipedia often. I love Wikipedia. Absolutely love it. I use it all the time. In fact, I give them money because I think they should be supported. I think that's amazing. All right, I like that though. What's that?
that's illegal. You cannot give Wikipedia money.
I did. So I'm giving.
I know, I'm saying,
so
a
Baz,
lot
you
of
can tell your
people-
teachers that Sorry, Wolfup. Go ahead. I mean,
I'm just saying, a lot of people would pay their favorite streamer $1,000 instead of
giving to Wikipedia.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Wikipedia, like, think about it. Wikipedia is my go-to source for everything. Even if I don't always, like, there's some stuff I go like, is that true? And I'll look things up, and I will go to the sources on some cases, in some cases. But yeah, I just felt like I also give to Snopes as well, which is a news verification site where they will go and do their best to debunk any news, which is great. So I give some money to them, and then I give a lot of money to Baz for video games because he's a poor child. He's working on a sub 1000 era GPU, for God's sake, right?
It makes me sick just thinking about it. Really,
so sad. It is so sad. Yeah.
Are you being sarcastic?
Not really.
Which one?
Sort of.
Okay.
I think GPG
I
was.
feel for you.
No, GPG really does feel for you because he's got a 3090 and he knows how bad it must be. It's funny now that I've actually have been called out on it. It's interesting. I had sort of in my head, I was like, we just made that computer, but of course it was 5 years ago, and Baz fit on one footprint of my torture device at that point. I actually have video of the two of him and Lord Chunky each standing on one of the foot pads of my elliptical going up and down.
Oh.
So that's how small they were when that was happening.
Oh,
now,
my.
Bag of Chips was still probably 7 feet tall, but they were little guys. So yeah, I guess it's time for a new GPU, Baz.
It's a good thing that the market's so wide open for getting GPUs.
Now. It sucks for that.
Yes,
yeah.
It's true.
I am very tempted to get a pre-made system, yank out the GPU, and like sell it for the price of the system.
I would buy the system and then plug it in and use it.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Good point. But what ready-made system would you get that you like now? I know that James likes the iBuy Power, but I don't think they've got any of the 30 series ones, do they? James also really likes his Mac too. Just before he gets to jump.
I believe they do they? But let me think.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look right now.
NZXT is supposed to be pretty decent.
Are they? By the way, Gimpy, we forgot to answer your question about quadriplegia. Quadriplegia, yes. Is paralysis of all four limbs, but that's it.
Okay, so
it doesn't matter how it happens. So you're right.
Spreading fake news.
No, it's not fake news. No, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to say that.
Wait, not moving is paralysis? Or is paralysis not feeling?
Paralysis of all four limbs. Oh, I don't know. Paralysis just means not moving, right?
I don't know.
Well, now you gotta look up paralysis. Oh my God, this is endless, Gimpy G.
It's a cycle.
It's like a drinking game. All right, here we go. Okay, wait a second.
The worst, saddest drinking game ever.
The loneliest drinking game ever. Okay, the loss of ability to move and sometimes to feel anything. There you go.
Okay, there you go. I'm quadriplegic. Cool.
Oh my God.
Wait.
Gimpy's just discovered that he's actually quadriplegic.
And I said, cool. Has that ever been said
so
before?
Many years. It's been finally. Well, that's interesting because I didn't realize that was the case either. So that's there you go. Your semantic issue is over.
Nice. Really though, do you think the sentence "I'm quadriplegic," cool, has ever been uttered before?
I'm not sure I don't think it comes up a lot. Yeah.
I don't think those words in that order have ever been done.
Someone should probably clip that. That would probably be a good clip, right? Oh, I know. Look, I love Puget Systems. I am drooling over Puget Systems stuff, but they don't ship to Canada, and they won't sell me one because they can't. Apparently, they can't support it. And their big thing is the reason why their whole raison d'être, that's French. Their reason to be is to be able to support these beautifully built solid systems. So I can't get one until the pandemic's over and I can maybe go down and get one. But I even then what am I gonna do? I'm gonna pay like massive duties as it goes across the border again. So
wait, do they check your car for a computer?
They can. They can do random searches, and if you get random searched and you have not declared it, you are going to jail, or you're getting fined or whatever, or they stop you from crossing the border. What was that?
Wait a minute, I've got this. Ox, have you seen his beard?
Yes, you could hide it.
You could stick multiple tower CPUs in there,
dude. You could
at
least get a couple of 3090s.
Right.
That is, I'm gonna run that by him this weekend. I think on Tech Talk. Use Jerry as a middleman. Yeah, I mean, people can send stuff across the border, and people have been very kind and offered to to do that for me. But the problem is, when it gets to the border, I'm going to get slapped with a massive import fee as well.
But Dad has a new gaming computer.
Oh, this poor child.
Oh,
You
he
can
does.
help him now. Well, Baz, actually, that's a good point. Do you want to try using my laptop?
No.
It's got a 2070 Super in it.
It's not bad. Do you happen to know what the resolution of your screen is?
It's like about this.
Oh, my dad wants to get a 3090 when it comes, a 3080 or a 70.
Yeah,
one of
me
them.
too.
I
Me
don't know.
too. I
When
think
they
I can
come
see
out.
that.
what do they say? The 3070 makes the most financial sense. I think they were saying.
And he has a 2070 right now, so I would want to yoink that from him.
Oh, are you going to yoink that and use that yourself? What do you have in yours right now?
1080.
1080 is not bad either.
That's a hoss right there.
We'll
at least when it
buy
came
the
out.
1080 off you. There you go. Perfect.
Wait, so I get the 2070, and then you get.
You get the
What?
2070. We buy the 1080. Baz gets the. What would Baz get then? Well, you get the 1080 for the time being, Baz.
The
I get
shaft
the 3070.
as per
Or you
usual.
take the 2070.
No, I take the 3070 because I'm buying a 3070.
You
Well-
can totally buy a 3070 if you can get a hold of one.
I don't have any money.
Well, there's that. Well, there you will though. As soon as you sell us your 1080, you will. I'll give you $5 for that, Blue Flork.
Deal.
$5 whole dollars. 1080 mobile is not the same as it. Yeah, no, I know. But it's not a 1080 mobile. He's got an actual card, right? He's actually got the 1080 card, right? Sorry, when I say he,
Yeah.
you have an actual card in your PC, right?
I am a he, just so you know.
Oh, did I say she again? Sorry. I default
No,
to she now.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't. It's one of those things that I'm trying not to always assume that. Wait, no, I know you're a guy. Did I say she?
I didn't hear it, but I'm old.
Okay, yeah, I'm old too. Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying, Blue Flork?
I was going to say $5 and a chocolate milk.
$5 and a chocolate milk. You got it. I can get you both.
Yes.
Hey,
Nice.
Gimpy G, apparently James had a 3070 in his basket once.
In his basket, and he didn't get it.
And didn't
He
get it.
knows my pain.
Yeah. Wait, so there you go. Well, get this. So Blue Flork, you've got boy, Wolf Pup was a lot easier to say. Apparently the 1080, not even the Titan, so not even the 1080T is worth over $500 right now.
It's not?
It is. Yes.
The 1080 can mine $5 worth in not long. So apparently you could actually use it for mining as well. I only
So
paid
I should.
$380 for 1080. Wow.
Are you saying so I should start mining with it when I'm during school? Yes.
That could work. I don't know. Let's ask Jonathan MLH. He seems to know what he's talking about on this stuff. Jonathan, so should Blue Flork be mining with his 1080 while he's supposed to be at school?
No, I still go to school, but because of
He could run in the background.
I'm using barely any resources, I
Yeah.
could put its CPU using on medium,
Mm,
and then I'm making money while doing school.
right.
Two things I
That would be awesome.
well, there's one thing that I like to do, making money, and one thing that I don't like to do.
School.
Yeah.
How did I know? What if there was a school about making money? What about that?
Do I get free $1 million per school day?
Maybe not. Maybe not. So you want to go
Tax,
You
want
might
to go
learn
into
how to
entrepreneurial?
make $1 million every school day.
How do you do that?
I'd take
taxpayer
that.
dollars. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but have you
$5 a day.
seen- no, there is a Simpsons
That's a
episode.
good deal, bro.
Yes, during school.
Yeah, so it's $5 a day is doable, says Jonathan MLH, with that 1080. So you got to set yourself up with what was that? What's the one? There's an app you can get. I tried to load it on mine. Of course, it wouldn't run on my PC.
Because like as
Something
it's not like
hash.
I'm mining
hash.
fully with it. It's because like as long as it's being used and mining, then yes, I can make money.
Well, so grab a copy of Nice Hash. Just check with your parents that it's okay to be running the PC all like that because it will use some juice. But get Nice Hash and start running it, and you'll have like, depending on what the cost of the money is. Although you have to pay the cost of the power is. You may have to pay your parents back for some of the power though if you're making coin doing that.
I won't tell them that I'm doing it.
Right. It's a good point. It'll heat up the basement too.
Which is a bonus. That's
Exactly.
a benefit. Don't even charge them for heating up the basement for them.
Oh, here we go. Untidy Tech says they have Nice Hash running against my 3070, 1080, and 3950X and getting £4.90 a day before electric. So that is like about $10, about roughly 10 American. But that's 3 of them running?
No, the 3950 is just a CPU. Not a
that's
GPU.
the CPU. Oh, okay. All right. I thought that was some old GPU of some sort. Okay, got it. Okay. 1080 can only do $3.50 a day only. But that's still $3.50 you wouldn't be making otherwise. I couldn't get a 1080 for under $750, even though just under 2000 series drop. Not the good ones. That was my thing, Terabyte Killer. I thought as soon as the new 3000 series launched that I was going to be able to pick up a 2000 for a song, but of course, not. Time for bed. All right, Medusa Candy. Thank you for joining us again. Everybody should go check out MedusaCandy.com.
Bye, Medusa.
Go buy some art.
Bye.
Go see what she's up to. She's fabulous. I hate the global silicone shortage. Yeah, no kidding.
I have a fun game for Baz to try.
Yes.
Make your dad feel super guilty the longer he doesn't order the quad stick for both of us. It's a really cool game. It's super cool.
Dude, what
he gets all sad. Yeah, go ahead.
You know what? Let's do this right now. I'm doing it right now. All right, quad stick.
You see what I did there?
But aren't I supposed to email? I'm supposed to email him though, aren't I?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And he'll know what's going on because
All right. So if I've just clicked on the FPS control. Can I show you this? Can I do this if I do this? Will you see anything? Nah, damn it.
They have a super neat video of the people that were initially using it. I probably should link that to you.
All right, we're supposed to select the configuration. I can't do that. Is it a single user or a multi-user, do you think?
Single user.
Yeah, me too. I don't really want people sucking on the thing as well. You want one light spring and one strong spring, right?
Yes. Oh, I mean,
like strong
if we
for
have
me.
to,
yeah.
Yeah, if we have to just go light, I don't know, how is he going to do that? Yeah, no, you're going to email him, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because I can't order one now anyways because it's sold out. So
yes, so you're right. You're right. You strong for you, light for me.
Okay, and then what about we want inputs or outputs?
I want the additional outputs, please. Sorry about this chat. I'm getting a really life-changing device.
I'm wondering if I could see if there's a way. I want to try to get here. I'll show you if we can do it here. If I can do this, let me go to 2, and I can show. They can actually be a part of this process. Here you go.
Okay, and then just so like.
So this is the quad stick here.
So they all know this will be the first time I've ever been able to play a console, like.
Right.
Yeah, for forever.
But then you need to get you need to get that new USB thing then.
Well, that's for the PS5, he said.
Oh, okay.
Because it's checking. Remember, he said it's checking 1,000 times.
That's some
a
crazy
second for
amount. I think it's more than that.
Yeah, to authenticate if it's a licensed product.
It's basically to stop you from using something that's not being made by Sony. So this is the quad stick, and we're each going to get. Wow, we're going to each get one of these. Is the idea. Thank you, by the way, to TechBandits supporters. That's why we're doing this. So we go single user because you could have that single, or what would multiple user mean? Like how would they configure it differently for multi-users? Do you think?
It's just a different mouthpiece for each one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That kind of thing.
All right. So single user, light springs for you, and then you would like outputs.
Inputs. Extra inputs.
What are the outputs then?
Okay, outputs are if you would like to use your quad stick to run something else, like say you want to put the lights or some other device, maybe answer the phone.
Right.
So
Okay.
you can send a signal out and say, pick up the phone if I right sipper or whatever.
I see. Okay. All right. Very good. All right.
Have
So,
you guys, yeah,
all
have
right.
you ever thought about how important marketing is? For instance, the technology is called sip and puff. It would be way worse if it was called suck and blow. Just
Yeah,
think
that's
about
true.
it.
That's true. There'd be
I'm,
way too
I'm
many. There would be way too many jokes.
way,
Yeah. It would be like not
like right now, I
suitable.
could say,
Oh,
I'm going to suck and blow my way to victory.
not going to
And
work.
that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Not going to work.
StallerX, thank you very much for your subscription. That is very, very kind of you. And like I say, so your subscriptions and your and all your wonderful donations and stuff. That's what basically allows me to splurge on things like sip and puffs, as we say.
Yes, sip and puff. It's sip and
I
puff.
feel like a legal department put in a veto there. Yeah, I think. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Invisible Dimensions is like, yikes, we're on the edge.
Right.
Okay, Dave, what did you use for your 3D printer Stargate background? What? Where? Where do I see that? 3D printer Stargate background. 3D Stargate background.
Maybe up in the window there? No?
What, up there? That thing?
Maybe, I don't know.
That's actually... I can't. It's so hard to get my hand to go in the right place. There. You mean this one here? That's actually made out of like a pewter thing. It's like one of those like where you sort of like you design it and then you cook it and it shrinks down and stuff. Wow. StallerX would like to share my tool invention. I 3D printed. Cool. Oh, that's great. Soma Proof's asking what it was like to work with Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson. What do you think it was like, Soma Proof? It was amazing. It was like, yeah, it was like I just sat there in awe.
You met Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah. Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson at the same time. They were in the same episode of Stargate. I hung out with them. Amazing guys.
No way.
Yeah, amazing guys.
I feel like I know somebody famous now.
Neil deGrasse Tyson tried to walk off with his costume, and then someone had to explain to him that you don't actually get to keep the costumes when you've been in a show.
Bye, Steve.
He was so disappointed. Who's saying goodbye?
I'm saying bye to my Uncle Steve.
Oh, goodbye, Uncle Steve.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hi, Uncle Steve.
Now everyone's in on it now. Have you ever watched Prison Break? I have not watched Prison Break. I heard it was good. All right. 2 days later, he finally answers the question. Ooh, Untidy Tech with the shade. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't get to your question about what it was like to work with Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, no, they're amazing guys. There's a really nice interview with Bill Nye actually, where he talks about how he got into what he, into the whole science stuff and how his whole life is about. He says it's a bit like taking a string from one thing that you're good at and another string from something else you're interested in and putting together all these strings until you're holding onto the balloon that basically takes you away, which takes you to your career or whatever. And I just thought it was a really nice way of putting it. All right, Elsa says I have to watch Prison Break. Got it. Rodney shriveled. Rodney didn't shrivel. What are you talking about? All right. Okay. The no Stargate stuff. We're going to talk to TechBandits. All right. Let me see what else I've got in the way of stuff to talk about because there's a couple things I wanted to mention. Okay. This one blew me away. Gimpy G, you're going to love this one. So,
love it.
Dodging a real bullet for esports. Okay. So,
I'm with you.
Professional League of Legends player can make a lot of money, like $400,000 a year. So Gimpy G, that's our goal. Like once we get the quad sticks sorted, once we get the quad sticks, we
hack your way to esports.
We practice. Exactly. We're going to be like ringers. Actually, I wonder if do they have like assistive? If they don't, they should totally have assistive.
Like a Paralympics kind of thing?
Yeah. Of esports?
I
That
like
would be
it.
freaking awesome.
Heck yeah.
Gimpy
And then
G, can you get on
opportunity
that?
to make money.
You got to get
Let's
on
do
that.
it.
We started. We make a fortune.
Oh, great. Soma said they already did.
Oh, they already did. Damn it. Yeah, but is it as cool as we make it sound? All right, but $400,000 a year, which just is amazing to me. And Baz is a good League of Legends player. I'm just saying. So if anyone's got a team and they need, they want to pay.
Yeah, Baz is really amazing at it.
I know. It's kind of a little bit alarming how good he is at League of Legends. So
Jeff is being sarcastic.
I'm not being sarcastic.
I'm hard stuck in silver 1.
What is that? I don't even know what that. See, I don't even know what that means. You must be really good.
Silver 1 is one of the worst ranks, right?
Really?
No, that is the
Oh.
3rd worst rank.
Wow, we got a reaction.
So
Got a reaction out of that.
I see. So it's the 3rd worst rank.
And why do you think you're stuck where you are?
Because I don't have enough game like knowledge, I guess. Or, like, I don't know.
What,
I don't
like
know.
experience?
I don't know. I get bored of champions too quickly.
Oh, really?
I feel like it's GPU related, but that's just me.
Oh yeah, no.
You
Also,
so
my game
suck.
freezes.
I'm sending. That's it. I'm ordering the strong. I'm ordering the strong spring. The strong spring quad stick for you, Mister. Good luck using that. All right. So the question that this then leads to is: so how do you train to be a League of Legends professional if you're living on $1.90 a day? You're dodging bullets, police raids, gang turf wars, and using slow, constantly interrupted Wi-Fi from your neighbor. So that is what people, kids, young adults, dreamers, people who want to be esports people, that is the life they're living in Brazil in these, what do they call them? The flava something or another? Basically the slums. And so there's this amazing esports company. So they were like, we want an esports team. But unlike other esports team, we're going to only pick people who are young from the slum, who are young slum dwellers, as they call it. So basically the quote is they only hire young slum dwellers and those of low income in Brazil. And they're putting together a team. And I just thought, what an amazing way to like totally change people's lives. And not just the people who actually get the esports stuff, but the fact that they're creating a market, right, for people, which means
how are they? Are we talking about those shanty-looking area that goes up the hill?
Yep, the ones that get wrecked in every single action movie that takes place in Brazil.
Right.
Someone always ends up driving through a bunch of those buildings. Yeah. I'm
very surprised they had computers and Wi-Fi and stuff.
And it is something that's difficult to get. But that said, it's happening, and it's happening partially because of companies like Zero Gravity that are trying to create, in the same way that there are, the dream of a lot of poor, of incredibly sort of impoverished kids around the world was soccer, right? Soccer was the great example where all you need is a freaking ball. You can make a ball, but you're still like, I mean, it's so cheap to get into. Like it's the reason why hockey is strangely a quite elitist game, because of just the sheer cost of the sports equipment and the and the amount of sort of resources needed to play the game. Whereas soccer, it's just a ball. That's all you need, right? A ball in a field. You don't even need a field. You can practice in an alley. So the idea was like, how do you establish the same kind of dreams and the same kind of possibilities for kids in kind of slum conditions? And this was their approach. They're not the only ones who are doing it, but I just think what a great way. I keep bugging Baz about creating an esports team. I was like, we should totally have a Game Bandit sports team. But I like this idea even better, where like, is there a way, like, what could you do if you were going to do a sports team and you wanted to aim at, like, what could you do, like a sports team for indigenous communities or underserved communities or in certain areas of Toronto that may not be as well off as others, or is there a way to do something like that, would you think?
Or face gamers. What?
Face gamer?
Yeah, we're going to be face gamers.
Oh,
right?
Face gamers. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, I forgot that term. I was like, face gamers. What a great sounding term. We came up with it. Face gaming. Yes. I love it. Yes. That's it. Oh, so basically this would tie into, we could have an esports team for quadriplegics, as we've now been able to, except that you have some movement though, right? In your thumbs. Does that still qualify as?
Oh, totally. Yeah. Because, I mean, there's fellow, even like Gerda that we met and saw, he can actually drive a little bit. I wouldn't want to see it, but he can. So
Really?
it's just if all four extremities are impaired,
Right.
that's quadriplegia. So, yeah, go ahead.
Because one of the things that I've always sort of considered about this stuff is like when you look at the Paralympics and stuff, how like I don't know how you make things fair, because some disabilities are going to have different impacts on different sports, right? So,
Right, and
yeah.
I say we don't bother with that. We go right up against the real teams, and we go, let's do this, and we talk a ton of smack, right?
Yeah.
And then if they beat us, we're like, oh, good job, you beat a guy in a wheelchair. You're awesome. And then we make them feel horrible.
That's interesting though.
And we get lots of donos. Yeah.
And if you do, what's interesting there is like, what if you do make it face gaming? Like, what if you literally say like, it doesn't matter. You could be able-bodied, you could be disabled. I don't care as long as you're using the face.
Oh shit, you're right.
Stick.
I'm sorry about the cussing.
No, that's fine.
That would be epic. Like everybody has to use the same device.
Yeah. It's just face stick gaming. Face stick gaming. Game Bandits face stick gaming. There you go.
Oh man. I gotta clean up on aisle 3. My brain just got blown out again.
Once again, Tech Bandits blowing the brains of Gimpy G.
It's
just
awesome.
Sounds so wrong. I love that idea. Like raise some funds for like a team.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because again, I'm like, sorry, I don't know if the Game Bandits are still with us or not, but
I'm sorry.
No. This is it. This is like they pipe in when they want to, right? But hey, is Lord Chunky here too?
Yes, I am.
Dude, how are you,
Lord
buddy?
Chunky.
Good.
What do you think of the idea? Face gaming.
I missed the first part.
Well,
so I heard a little bit about what it is, but
so actually, Lord Chunky, have you met Gimpy G yet?
Yes, I have.
Oh, great. Okay, so Gimpy G and I are going to set each other up with quad sticks, so we can control our computers with our mouths and with sipping and puffing, basically. And I've said this before, where I feel like we've just randomly decided that we're going to use a mouse and we're going to use a keyboard. That's the way we interact with computers. What's to say we don't use our mouth, right? I mean, people are talking about speech control and stuff like that. Well, great. So what about using mouth control? And so we were just saying, like, what if you came up with an esports team that was just for people who use? It could just be the quad stick. You could literally say it's got to be quad stick, and this, like anything else, I'm sure there are certain mice you're supposed to use and certain keyboards and stuff you use. How does it work with e-gaming? Are there special like requirements?
Just usually, like, probably it's pretty open which mouse and keyboard you could use, but like as long as it's like a mouse and keyboard, there can't be anything like super special or different about it.
Thank you so much. I've just been brought a cookie.
Ooh, a cookie.
Yeah.
Ooh, a cookie.
Thank you so much, buddy. Somebody raised you beautifully. So it doesn't matter, like, but you can't have macros and stuff on the mouse though. Like, you couldn't have extra buttons and things, could you?
We could have. Okay. If we're actually going to make it competitive, we could send the Google Docs. No, people don't know this, but you program the quad stick because depending on disability, what buttons are going to be easier to get for you. But we could send to the normies an already generated Google Doc that says this is the way your quad stick's got to be programmed. That way they're not hooking themselves up with macros or anything like that.
Right. And we could probably just test the configuration too.
We could just, eyeball it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not that complicated. I mean, it's long and it looks complicated, but it's not.
Because people would have different configurations. They just couldn't be configurations that are, designed to cheat, basically.
So, and this would really work with my idea of, and I love, let's talk to because I can actually see chat. So, if we have these contests with these bigger streamers and they get their quad sticks, and then when we're done, if they don't want to keep them, they can donate them back to the manufacturer, who can then donate them to people who can't afford a quad stick.
I love that. They could sign them and send them to someone who actually requires
brilliant.
And there you go. We're geniuses. Brilliant. We just solved everything in the world.
Holy smokes.
That's it. Gimpy G and Hewlett for president.
Oh, God.
It'll be
I
like,
say next episode we do global warming. Okay, let's write that down.
what's next?
Do
That's
fix
next.
global
What
warming.
we got to do,
Okay.
we got to make it colder. Done. That's it. We just did a really
I
big,
didn't know it was just that simple. Wow.
yeah, actually just did a really big air conditioning unit. We're done.
Everybody on the count of 3, open your refrigerator.
That's it. And we've got this thing. We got this thing done. Everyone open your refrigerator.
Me and Jefferson just won a Fortnite game.
What? You guys just won together?
Yes,
Yeah, we just won a duos game.
Sweet.
nice,
Well done.
nice.
Jefferson and Bloop for the win.
Now, Wolf Pup, what GPU are you using, and which one is?
Pardon?
He's got the
I-
1080.
Okay,
Yes,
Go ahead.
I have a 1080.
What about you, Jefferson?
then-
What are you running? What kind of a system do you run?
oh, the poor guy's probably scrambling for a microphone right now.
Right.
He's on the
He's dancing.
Playing.
He's victory dancing right now.
he's on
yeah.
the Switch at the moment.
He's
Mm.
oh, okay. You can
Yeah.
cross game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is crossplay.
I had no idea.
Finally. It didn't used to be, did it?
No, it was
No,
always
this
crossplay.
game always used to
No.
be, I thought.
That's right. That's supposed to.
Yeah, it was always cross. Well, no, actually, it wasn't
Fortnite?
always crossplay.
I mean, like,
I
not
think it made like
always,
crossplay like
always, but
a
when it
year
got
and a half after
popular, it was
launch.
fucking
Really?
true. It was like,
No, not a year and a half.
I think every game. Baz
Yeah.
says no to everything, just so we
What
know.
would it be like the fifth season? It would have been crossplay.
Maybe I'm thinking of PUBG.
Was it actually? No. No, because I remember playing, it was before mobile came out.
Yeah, no, because there was PlayStation PC, but maybe I'm thinking of
Oh, apparently it's famously crossplay.
Because
Are we talking
I
about Fortnite?
Wow.
remember playing with my friends in season 4. I
No,
think
I'm
it was
thinking
at least.
I think they added in season 5 Xbox to PlayStation. You used to be able to do like PlayStation to PC and Xbox to
well,
PC.
yeah, but
Yeah. right.
I think,
Yeah.
PlayStation to Xbox was like a
Um,
late thing. It was like,
And it was only added to Switch in like
PlayStation.
for fifth season or something.
Right.
Yeah, it was. I think it was originally PC to consoles in like mid season 2.
Hmm.
I was here
Wait.
in season 1.
Actually,
Fluid Zap says Jefferson can't talk right now because he's busy flossing. That's a dad joke. Sorry. There you go. Please carry on. All right. I love this idea of the face gaming thing. Anyways, and if
No,
you can
wait a
play it
minute,
on
no.
any. So, should we play Fortnite then? Is that what game should we be playing for that?
Oh gosh, I really don't know. I mean, what if it? I mean, anything.
Well,
I
for the
I
face
have-
gaming,
Yeah, go ahead.
probably like a PC game.
Yeah.
Because like,
And
you couldn't use the the stick thing on console.
No, you can. Though.
We
That's
can.
that's
Oh,
the
you
beautiful
can?
thing. We found a way of doing it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You-
There's.
Is it like
It
a
automatic-
adapter or something? Or?
Yeah. USB adapter.
Oh, that's cool.
it lets you do that, but it automatically works on Xbox and the Switch, just right out of the box without an adapter.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we need a dongle.
Yeah, because Sony are dongles.
Oh, I'm
Hey.
streaming in the Discord if you want to see.
I do.
There you go. You can watch the stream. I don't think I could share it on this. I think I'm set up to do that. All right. Okay. So that was wow. That was amazing jump because I like that. We're talking about the whole idea of this esports team. For ages I've been bugging Baz about an esports team, and he thinks that's too cringy. But it's not too. But Baz, you wouldn't find it cringy if we did like a face.
I never said too cringy.
No.
What?
But you think a face gaming thing would be a good idea, don't you think?
You don't have to
Well,
say yes,
they-
buddy. You don't have to.
Group like an esports team of people that game with like their face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Milky Charms. We go hit him up. We say, hey, Milky,
Oh,
how would
my
you
God.
like a
He'd be a ringer.
right? How'd you like $5 and a chocolate milk? Like, because we know it's
Yeah, no, sure, no, that's a
right?
cool. Yeah.
$5 and a chocolate milk is worth everything nowadays.
Is that right?
Right.
You sound 1,000 years old, Blue Blarf. Or what are you now? You changed your name again?
And I
No,
am.
you are still Blue Flork. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna change it.
Nope. can't now. I'm gonna call you Blue Flork.
No.
Could you imagine trying to live on $1.90 a day?
Well, I mean, yeah, imagine in the shanty town, it's a
My name
little
is just
better.
VIB now.
I
Just
don't think
Vib.
you could do it.
You couldn't do it now.
I can't imagine $1.90 here. I don't think you could. I just don't think you could survive on that.
You couldn't even buy food on that.
No.
Really.
No, it'd be horrible.
That's so. What do you? So what the hell are they doing then?
Well, I mean, I'm sure, like, I don't know, they have to have a different scale of economy there.
Hmm.
It's a meager existence, I'll tell you that.
Hmm.
I have a very controversial opinion about that.
Uh-oh.
Oh my.
Well, think about it carefully and then say it.
I'd say go past Baz with that first. He seems to be the one with the
What?
good common sense.
What do you got?
No, I just wanted to say I feel like humans should be able to live with money or without.
That's not controversial. That's like being a decent.
Sounds like
empathetic
brilliant.
human being.
Why?
Yeah.
A lot of people call that communism, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
What?
You can have a fully capitalistic system with a basic human existence plateau. Like everybody gets this, and then everything above you can make yourself.
I feel like no. I think you're right. I think people do get scared of it, which I don't quite understand because I feel like most of those people who would say no to something like that are the same people who, if they saw someone in trouble or someone was truly hungry and needed help with a sandwich or something, that they would help them. But they just don't like the idea of the government doing it for some reason, which I don't quite understand. But I think I guess the fear is, I don't know what the fear is. What is the fear? What do you like? What do you think the fear is, Blue Flark?
Ginormous taxes, and that's not my name anymore.
Oh shoot! Now what are you?
Wait, what is your name?
He's VB.
Just
Yeah, I
VIB.
call you Wolf
Vib.
Pup.
He's Vib. No, we're not allowed to call him Wolf Pup anymore, Gimpy.
Oh man.
He's got to be he's Vib.
Just Vib.
Vib. So Vib, what do you think the problem? So you think the problem is that there's going to be too much tax?
There's gonna be taxes, but I think
Who's paying for the pandemic now? Anyways, we're all gonna be taxed on that, aren't we?
Yeah.
I would think we're gonna. I mean, how they got to pay for the pandemic somehow, right? All this money that they've spent. So what do you?
May I throw something out?
Yeah, go, Gigi.
Okay. My mom came up with this a long time ago because there was a lot of resentment towards disabled people. And I was like, Mom, why do they hate me? Because I don't do anything. And she said, the problem is they don't like the idea that they could be in your position. It's scary to them. And I think the same thing is true with people who have money, don't like to think that, but for a certain set of circumstances or just the capriciousness of where you were born, you could be poor. So they like to think there's a rhyme and a reason to things. And when you are rich, it's because you did right. And when you're poor, it's because you did something wrong. So
That's so
I think
true.
that's where the fear. Yeah.
There's also this weird thing. I think that everyone's worried about high taxes, even when they're not earning any money, because everyone thinks that they're just what do they say? They're just currently currently broke millionaires.
And
everyone thinks that they're going to be a millionaire, so they want to make sure that they don't pay too much tax because when they finally make that money, they don't have to give a big chunk of it to the government. But of course, without the help, they don't. It's not sure they're going to get there anyways. But it's interesting because people would call this politics, but I'm not sure that I do call this politics. I think this is just an interesting. To me, I feel like I would like everyone to be able to live, so have enough food and shelter and some kind of health care to get by. That would be my, I'm not saying you have to have, I'm not saying splash out on everybody, but I feel like surely there's enough to, if Jeff Bezos is making as much money as he is, first off, Amazon should pay tax probably because they get away with so little tax.
doesn't pay tax.
Well, very little, because you'll find that the more money a company has, the more money they have to get out of paying taxes. You'll find. Is that do you think, GPG, is that a fair way of putting it? Do you think?
yes, they've the problem is, I think they make the tax code so complex that it does favor people who can hire a team of accountants and things. So they really, literally, effectively pay no tax. They move their money offshore, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it
Well,
can't
we
be
just don't have
taxed.
the money to do that, so we get
Isn't a
taxed.
big place that they do like Ireland or something or
Yeah,
Scotland
Ireland was a
all
big
for
one.
moving their
That's
money?
right. Yeah, Ireland was a big one. Where else was it? I mean, well, all the dodgy people,
Like the Bahamas and
the
stuff.
Cayman
or-
Islands and all
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Belize, I think.
But then what happens? Wow, then you start thinking about things like Bitcoin, and it's like, wait a second. Then what happens when your money can all be digital? It can be anywhere, and no one's taxing it.
But you can track it. You can know where it's been
Yeah, that's true. That is
and
true.
who's had it. I think it'd be easier to tax them that way.
Yeah,
Oh
so you're saying
my
it's all
God.
digital, so there's more of a record. That's why they like cash, right?
And there's a thumbprint of where didn't Bernacles say, oh crap, now I messed up his name. Thanks, David. Anyways,
Yeah, blame me.
Barnacles.
Barnacles, right?
Barnacles said it had a
Barnacules?
record. Yeah, I said Bernacles, whatever.
Wow, that's pretty good. That was like that. That like turns him into like an Aristotle kind of like a Greek philosopher. Yeah, Barnacules.
Right. So, but he said there was a thumbprint, like of every person who's ever had it, as long as you keep it out of I didn't quite understand what he was saying. Like as long as you never use real money or some kind of thing
Yes, at
that
some
you could
point.
hide.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. It's
Did you
like
understand it?
yeah. I think the idea was in order to get the money out, there's an identification to like if you go like, oh, I'm anonymous. How do you get the money out? Right. So you need to be able to pay with the Bitcoin and stuff. I guess you could probably get it in services and fees and all that kind of stuff. But even then, there's usually addresses involved, right? So, what do you think, Lord Chunky? You're better on this stuff than me. Hey, Lord Chunky, do you have a Bitcoin wallet yet?
No, I don't think my parents are gonna let me do that.
Interesting.
Has it been Lord Chunky's birthday yet?
Yes.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Lord Chunky.
birthday.
Yeah, we ate his birthday cake.
Nice.
It was amazing. Why did we get so much of it? Were you guys on a diet or something?
Very, very big cake.
To be fair, it was a what is it called? A Black Forest.
Yeah, Black Forest cake.
Oh my God, it was good. And I think, did your dad make it?
Yes, he did.
Oh my God. That's not fair. Your dad can't be cool and be able to bake like that. That's totally unfair. The guy has a motorcycle. That's not enough. He's got to like laud it over us by being able to make amazing chocolate cakes as well.
Wow.
Some people, I'll tell you. No, it was amazing. Like just amazing. This guy also has so Lord Chunky's dad also has it's a Norton bike, right?
Triumph, I think.
Triumph, that's it. Sorry, Triumph motorcycle as well, which is actually in my garage right now. I'm very jealous. One day he'll come back
Trying
and
to
it
get
won't
it
be
out
there.
soon. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's got like the weather's. Although it's going to be cold, I think tomorrow. It's going to like 0 or something tomorrow or something. They're talking about snow tomorrow.
I was placed on a motorcycle once, and I couldn't move my leg off the exhaust, I think. So yeah, it was not good because I was burning and I couldn't move, and I was like, ah.
Oh,
so I don't like. I'm out. Yeah, it was terrible.
I remember an old teacher of mine telling me about when he was a missionary in Africa, and he had a chap that worked with him, and this chap hopped on the back of a motorcycle with him, and when they arrived at the place, there was this terrible smell of burning flesh, and the guy had his feet on the exhaust pipes on either side of the motorcycle, but his feet were so calloused because he didn't wear shoes ever anyways, that he didn't feel the burn. So he actually burnt the bottom away of his feet, but it didn't hurt him because his feet were so calloused. Isn't that wild?
So it was actually a really, really like extreme pedicure.
It was like it's like mega pedicure. All right, one last thing I'm going to throw at people, so I don't before I bore everyone to death.
Sorry, everybody.
Is anyone? No. We're not. No, not you, Gimpy G. I'm just saying.
No, it's all of us.
Yeah. What is anyone playing Roblox still?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I wanted to ask.
Very
What is that?
Rarely, but you do play it.
Yes.
Because not Lord Chunky, sorry, Bag of Chips, you were telling me about this about these guys? This
Oh yeah,
Phantom Forces folks.
yeah. It's made by a game studio called Stardust Studios.
Right.
And it's very similar to Call of Duty, but in a lot of ways like different because the battles are more large scale.
Right.
And it's actually a really well built game, and it could be it could be its own thing if they want to make one.
So this is a game that they've created within Roblox, and people have been doing this for ages. There was a lot of like really cheesy, silly ones, right?
Yeah.
But so they've just launched. They just went public. I don't know if you guys know what going public means, but basically it means that they
can buy their stock now.
Exactly. Thank you, Lord Chunky. That's actually the perfect way of putting it. So basically, you can buy stock in their company now. And the first day it launched, Gimpy G, if you don't know this, you're gonna freak out. $45 billion. Isn't that insane?
It's incredible.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have to leave now.
Oh, go, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, bye.
Have
One of the
fun.
biggest
Bye.
Very nice seeing
game
you.
platforms right now.
Talking to you.
Bye.
What was that?
Bye.
I'm making friends in Fortnite. I have 2 raptors now.
Nice.
Raptors?
What was
They're
Bag?
my
Sorry. I think Bag
they're
was
my
trying to say
best
something.
friends. I already have names for them. One is named
Yeah,
Tommy.
Wait, did Big go or
Yeah, no, he left. Yeah, no.
oh, we left? Okay. Well, I was just gonna say they're one of the biggest game
Oh, yeah,
platforms,
thank you.
mostly just like,
Another cookie.
especially in the audiences of like.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much.
I'm listening to you, buddy. I know he's like talking over you with the cookie.
Yeah.
People
sweet.
just keep bringing me cookies and sorry, yeah.
Because like they're one of the biggest game platforms right now. Because like we might not play them too much, but like people's ages like
9 to 12, they
6
say.
to
Yeah.
like 11.
Yeah, they
I'd
say
say
9 to
maybe
12 is
12,
their
yeah.
average audience, yeah.
Yeah, probably 9 to 12. Sometimes a bit younger than that.
But some of those
Yeah.
kids, maybe not the 9-year-olds, but some kids sort of between the 12 and 21 range are making like literally millions of dollars doing games on Roblox, making games on Roblox.
Millions. Wow.
Hey,
What is Roblox then? Is it like I don't even know how to,
what's the best
like
way to
Little
explain
Big
it, Chunky?
Planet or something?
It's like a
Is a
game platform where you can easily make your own games and share them with other people in like
Okay.
a very uniform, standard kind of like way. They'll have like similar graphics and stuff. And
Hmm.
Oh,
It's very
okey-dokey.
Lego-like. No, not
But
Lego-like.
you
What's
can
the other one? Not Lego.
Yeah.
What's that other one, Baz? That other one we used to get. What's the one that's
Yeah.
like the cheap Lego? It's not
What?
Lego. They were
off-brand,
Playmobil.
like,
Playmobil.
Playmobil. Oh yeah.
It's like the Playmobil of video games. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But you can make a game within that and do that's completely unrelated, right?
Exactly.
Just
You use
using
all of their
their engine.
resources. Yeah.
You can do whatever.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know, Lord Chunky, if Roblox, the company, always gets a cut of that then? If the people are making
'cause the
millions,
thing
like
is-
a,
50%.
50%. You basically
That's a
split
big cut.
you split the
Complain about
money,
Apple's 30%.
but you're splitting. But basically, they're providing the platform, right? And
True. Yeah, I guess Apple just gives you a place to sell it. Like,
Yeah.
you want to sell it? Well, 30% of the money.
Yeah. 30% still
What-
pretty high too.
what
Yeah,
does
it's
it cost to, let's say you're using the Unity or Unreal Engine 4? What percent do they get?
Ooh, that's a good
Do
question.
they take a percentage or a?
They
just a
do.
up-
They do, yeah.
They do. There's
Ah.
in fact, I believe that a lot of people were using Unity. I think Unity is great to start out, and then once you start making a huge amount of money on your games, their chunk of flesh starts becoming quite prohibitive. Whereas I think Unreal, I think the idea is, I think it's 10% over 10K, but don't quote me, said Fluent Zap.
So
Interesting.
Roblox is taking a pretty good chunk.
Yeah. It's I mean it's kind of 100K. What? Not 10. 100K, not 10. Well, look at this. Duplo. Oh, it is like Duplo. It's true. And my 8-year-old lives on Roblox. Yeah, Baz, you used to love Roblox, didn't you?
Well, I used to like Roblox and all my friends did. Like, Chunky, remember the days of Pokemon Brick Bronze?
Yeah, the Pokemon knockoff. It's actually like
Yeah.
really. It was like
It was a really well-made game. Like, I know
It was actually like up there, kind of with other Pokemon games. Yeah. Obviously, like didn't look as good because it was Roblox, but
Didn't that game get
got taken down.
Yeah, it got taken down because of
It
oh
being
my gosh,
pretty much
sorry,
like,
my
Yeah,
brain.
copyright issues.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yep.
Nintendo. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because a lot of
Got
these,
shut down, right?
yeah, like good luck trying to do a Roblox Star Trek game or something, or Star Wars. You'd be like nailed in a second. Although I'm sure they'll come rolling in soon enough now that they've seen how much money it's worth.
Viacom thing that has taken down a lot of games.
Viacom.
A lot.
I think.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they've taken down a restaurant, the Krusty Krab restaurant. They took that down.
Nice.
They took a restaurant down?
Yeah, they took a restaurant because someone made a Krusty Krab restaurant.
I always think that's so stupid though, because that's people just doing fan stuff. But I guess if you make, money off it, they should be getting a cut.
you figure instead of taking it down, they'd offer to buy it out
That's what I would have thought.
because they would make money off that,
Like,
and it's
hire
also
them.
like publicity for them too.
Well, that's that guy who was doing those Warhammer videos, right? Because the guy was doing these beautiful Warhammer videos, and they were fan movies, and he basically did almost everything himself. I mean, he had a team that he worked with, I guess, but it was like his baby, and he just got hired by whoever it is that does Warhammer to start doing movies for them, which is just kind of cool.
Did you see that a guy, a modder, improved the performance of GTA 5 by like
Yeah,
I heard about that.
70%? And he only got $10,000. The company who owns that?
Rockstar.
Rockstar. They
thing is,
gave him 10,000. That's ridiculously
That's
low.
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
They must
They
have given him a
could've got-
job.
yeah, they did give him a job, but they could have gotten a lot of trouble for modding. I'm pretty sure some modding you can get fined for.
Huh.
You just have to like on like an online server because like
I've seen a ton of modders in online servers. I've even had one announce that he's a modder and he's giving away money, which he was.
yeah, that's the kind of modding that you can get banned for. But like
What?
most like
So I
that kind of
understand
stuff.
the modding and then giving away money. How does that work?
So it's modding in that game. It's more of just like kind of just like hacking it to get yourself money
Right.
in a way because nobody wants you to pay for money.
Right.
Ridiculous prices too.
Right. Of course. Right. If you could.
And they have a casino. Yeah.
And there's casino. Yes.
Who's got the casino?
GTA.
Grand Theft Auto 5 online. They have a casino. Yes.
God. Man, so they've
And
got
you
every
can't-
vice known to man, basically. Then.
But you
That's
can't
fun, though.
convert their cash back into real cash. So you can buy money to gamble and you always lose. So it's even worse than like Vegas or anything, really.
That's interesting. I mean, what I love about this stuff is that the companies never came up with the idea of these monies, these monetary systems. People would like grind in World of Warcraft and then sell accounts or sell whatever they could. So that was all outside
Yeah, that's
of
what
the
a lot of
game.
people do in League of Legends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll get like really good players to grind up. Well, not really good because like Diamond isn't a very high rank. This is like
So you've
a
told
little
us, yeah. Apparently, you got a lot of work to do.
but people would buy accounts from up there. So that's what a lot of people do. It's called boosting. Well, no, that's called account like something. It's called
Pretty
like
sure
rank
boosting is when you
buying.
hire someone to like win you.
Yeah,
games.
boosting's when you hire someone in ranked to in like a really low elo. So let's say I bought someone.
Mhm.
Well, then I'm never gonna buy someone. But
I would.
but yeah. So sorry. That's why it's where you basically boost up to higher ranks. It's really cool.
But what's the advantage though? Because surely you wouldn't be able to keep up. I mean,
And well, yeah, that's the thing. Like most of the time when people are boosted, it's usually like silver players who think that they deserve to be in diamond, but they don't, so that they buy a boost, and then they go into diamond and just ruin games for people because they don't know how to play in that high elo.
Actually, in certain games like Valorant, you can really get stuck in low elos, and it's almost impossible to get out.
Yeah,
The
true.
way
But
Smurfing works in that game is like there's only a certain amount of people that can be in a certain given elo.
Did you guys know? Apparently,
It's very-
Wapop's saying it's Happy Transgender Day of Visibility. Did you guys do
Oh yeah,
anything?
they had that in the announcements at school.
I
Is
thought
that
you
school?
said wolf pup, and I'm like, I said
Yeah,
that.
I think so.
No. Wapop says that it's basically says Happy Transgender Day of Visibility to all. Support gender identities wherever you can. I agree, Wapop. Very good. I didn't know there was an actual day for it though. Yeah, the in-game currency thing is fascinating to me because that's like Bitcoin, with privileges, if that makes sense. Like I love the idea that there's a way of making money within a system by playing a game. I just think that's really very, very cool. Look at that. Bite me, I'm Klingon. Happy transgender visibility. They've got the little, I guess there's a little, I like this little heart thing. This is, who was doing that? Ox was doing that the other day on stream. Woohoo! See, it's so funny. Hobo Yumps was saying that they forgot. I didn't know. I guess I'm old. I must be old. It was mentioned on Burn and Learn earlier as well. I didn't do a Burn and Learn today, did I? Did I do a Burn and Learn today? I don't think I did. Sad, I don't remember that. Okay. So I think, was that the last thing I had on the list of things? The Roblox, right. Just that I could, yeah, so it's Phantom Forces was the name of the game that's right, that Baggage was talking about. And Stylus Studios is the name of the place. But
I just want to say, I feel like a lot of people would have a lot of money because if you could sell GTA cash for real money.
I'm sure, because people would grind away at that, right?
No, I feel like because there is a YouTuber, not going to say the name, it's because I don't want anybody to go over there and be meanies.
Okay.
But they do money drops, which if you could cash it out, then they would be giving away real money.
Right. But that sort of makes sense, though. If they'll take your money, surely they should be able to not refund it, but they should be able to like recoup it, shouldn't they? Wouldn't you say?
No.
Really? You think that's fair?
No. I don't think you should be able to sell the money back. It's because that would. I'm not able for legalness. Do not charge me for saying this. But if they did give money out for doing that, I would do it 100%.
You would. Well, but what's wrong with that? Why would that be wrong?
Because you're basically getting free money.
Well, you're earning it in the game, though.
Yeah, but you're not earning it. It's because you're doing cash drops to yourself.
Oh, I see. So you're not actually earning the money. Right. Okay. No, they'd have to have some kind of a system that made sense to them, right? Or that, well, again, like any currency, it's worth what people are willing to pay for it, right? Like if I say to you, look, I want a bunch of that money, and I'll give you X amount of dollars to give me your account. Like I have a Fortnite account that I've had for ages. That Baz is like, you should totally sell that account because like I've got the old skins, I've got all the old stuff because I started way back when, but I almost never play it. But I like that seems interesting to me. I mean, GPG, wouldn't you like? The idea of earning money by playing a game just seems amazing to me.
Yeah, and when I was playing World of Warcraft, I worked the auction house. That was like my fun thing to do.
You worked
and get the auction house.
Oh yeah. Well, how does that work?
Yeah. Well, I mean, people need things, so to go raid, they need buffs and things like that. So I would, buy them if I saw them cheap and then resell them for more expensive.
Oh,
I had to
really?
get clever. There was a pet that you could get at the Dark Moon Fair,
Right.
and you had to have certain ingredients to get the pet. So
Right.
I was like, I was advertising, I'll go get you the pet, and I have all the ingredients, and if for 500 gold or whatever.
Right.
And people started just like completely, what's that called? Like, I don't know, trolling me, telling everybody the secret to getting it. So what I did instead was I just go put all the ingredients up, then announce my plan to help people, and then all of a sudden I'd see it get bought up real quick. So you just have to. I was using the trolls.
But can you? That's interesting though. So, but can you actually make money in World of Warcraft now? Like, could you Like, could you?
Well,
If you
yes,
have a super
because
rare item, I would think
And
well,
how do you get super
okay.
rare items?
playing.
You can.
Thank you.
There are things. There are rare, rare drops like
Right.
that you could. Some things don't attach to your character. Some things are bind on opening.
Man, you're gonna have to take me through World of Warcraft when we get these
What was
quests.
this? I believe the Hulk just attacked us.
What?
Uh,
What happened?
I'm not sure. I I think we're picking up somebody else.
We're picking up somebody else.
I don't know. What was that? Did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, my bad then. I'll just go back to talking to you.
Which sounds exciting, though.
It did. Right. So on the World of Warcraft, you can also pay for your own uh, subscription now with gold from inside the game.
So instead of having to pay for it with real money, you pay for it with money you've earned in the game.
Correct. And you can also get other Blizzard games and other Blizzard merchandise.
Genius. That's genius. Because
Yeah.
it's basically saying, like, just make sure you play the game, otherwise you'll have to pay for it.
Right. So that's what I hadn't paid for it for quite some time.
EVE Online has started this principle. EVE Online. I signed up to EVE Online a little while back, and I started to look at it, and I was like, I don't know that I've got time to figure this out. I just, I can't even play Magic the Gathering for God's sake. It seemed like a lot of work, but I guess maybe someone will walk me through it at some point. Elsa Lindgren is going to bed because it's late here in Sweden. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. Elsa lives in Sweden. I want to go to Sweden. Gosh. Well, maybe we'll have, hey, there you go, Gimpy G. Maybe we'll have face gaming. There'll be like one of the face gaming competitions will be held in Sweden.
Oh.
And then we'll go to like Sweden and we could be like, we can MC the face game things.
I could see Baz and Wolf Pup doing the color commentary.
Face gaming?
Baz like.
Oh, actually, yeah, it's true. They would be doing the commentary and I'd have my face on I'd be drooling into a quad stick.
Oh, there's going to be so much drool. It's going to be fantastic.
In fact, that could be part of the marketing. It could be the drool will fly. Sweden does sound amazing. All right, look, have a great one. Thank you very much, Elsa, for coming around and hanging out with us. We should be wrapping up fairly soon. Anyways, yeah, we got like 15 more minutes, and then I'll call it. But this is a really good game, Bandits. I got to say, I like having Gimpy G around. He livens the place up a bit.
I thank you.
All right,
you guys are peaches.
The trade-off between people with cash and no time to play a lot, and people with no cash but plenty of time to play. Yes, exactly. So I mean, if you think about like a lot of the cheat stuff and a lot of the hacking and I can't remember who it was who got me into. Was it Gimpy? Gimpy, was it you who got me into the live scam thing where they have the people they'll actually like hack the hackers, if that makes sense? Like somebody was telling me about it, and I found a video on it where I was watching this guy who, you get those fake pop-ups that say like, oh, your Windows is infected, call this number and get it cleared out, and you call them and then they want to charge you for tech support, and then they go in and basically steal stuff off your computer.
Did you hear, do you watch Mark Rober?
Yeah.
He's glitter bombing the people that do that.
That's what it was. Oh my God, I have confusing people in my life with people I watch on YouTube. That is so sad. So Mark Rober, that's right. I watched Mark Rober with Baz, and that's right. He thought he glitter bombed one of the people who. You've seen this, right, Gimpy G? The glitter bomb stuff.
I have.
Yeah. So they glitter bombed the guy. They glitter bombed this guy that they thought was a scammer, and it turns out he was just the guy who ran the bed and breakfast or the Airbnb. Right.
I'm not sure. I do think. Have you seen the fellow that pretends to be a little old lady?
Yeah.
Like his voice changes?
Like
yeah, him. Scammer Payback. That's his name.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
That's great.
Except that I want to know more about the actual technology behind it. Like, I want to know how he does it and stuff. Does anyone know if there's any videos on that?
He flips the connection.
Yeah, but how? I want to know how he flips the connection.
If you search up how to reverse the connection on any desk, there is one. My dad searched it up.
Sorry, AnyDesk is the name of the software that they're using?
Most of the time.
So, but you have to allow them to connect to your computer first, though. Is that right?
Yes, I think so.
Really? So, Lord Chunky, have you looked at this stuff at all?
No, not really. But like, it's just they're using like remote access software, so
Right.
like they will still have access to your computer,
Right.
but you will also have access to theirs, and you could probably take away that access at any time.
So you could be
But-
scamming them with just a lame old like Baz level computer, and then just and
Bah.
I don't think it's that easy. It's just to like just reverse. I'm
What?
pretty sure you need like some stuff.
Cal says most of those I took over the scammer videos are fake.
No.
Cal,
Not all
don't
of
take
them,
that
though.
from us. Don't take those dreams from us. Why do you have to be that way?
He does it on stream.
Kit Boga has been at it for years, and I believe him. Okay, so Kit Boga we'll look at. All right. Why would you believe Kit Boga and not someone else, Cal? A lot of the VNC programs won't let a remote connection come in from India, let's say, so they let you connect to them, then switch it. Ah. Oh, that's interesting. So because there's so many scams in India, the software won't let them connect unless you've purposely connected. So you purposely connect so they can connect to your computer, and of course that means you're in their computer as well. That's interesting. Okay. I guess if you're playing multiplayer video games, you're already connected to each other's computers. Yeah, but it's not a video game issue. These are like scamming little old ladies and stuff.
Yeah, they'll actually go into the little old ladies' accounts and things and look at how much they have in the bank.
Interesting. So Catbreader says that they've got documented success with it, streams it on Twitch, makes YouTube videos about it. But does he explain? Like, I want to know all the nitty gritty about how these things work. That's what, like, he hacked into. Was it Kit Boga who hacked into the guys? That he hacked into the scammer's computer and discovered that they had an online CCTV system, and then he started like syncing up the audio with this silent CCTV stuff, and it was extraordinary what he did. I was amazed.
It's neat.
Used a virtual
And they were using.
I'm
sorry.
sorry, I cut you off there, but if I could do that and make a living, I would do that, because making other people suffer, who make other people suffer, to make them suffer, that's good.
That's very noble of you.
That's good.
Very noble.
That's how I teach. That's how I teach algebra. Like if a bad thing happens to a bad guy, that's a good thing. So negative times a negative is a positive.
Positive. Well, you know what? It's funny actually. Now we say that. You know what that job is? Whatever you're calling yourself now, it's cybersecurity, right? I mean, cybersecurity is literally you are paid to hack into people's computers and tell them how bad people could get into it, and to track hackers if they do get in, and to find them and basically run them down with the law type thing, right? Like that. I've always thought that was the coolest thing ever. One of my favorite books ever is a book called The Cuckoo's Egg by Cliff Stoll. You ever read that, Gimpy G?
I have not.
I mean, it's probably crazy dated now, but it was basically about a guy who found someone hacking into the computers that he was using, I think, at the university or something. I can't remember. It's a long time ago that I read it. And he starts, because he's so obsessive, he starts like trying to figure out who they are and how they got in, and starts like meticulously documenting their break-ins, and then discovers that they're Russian hackers, and they were like literally like going for government secrets and stuff. It's amazing.
Oh, in his video, he hints that he has an inside man.
Ooh, so that would help too. Well, social engineering is a big part. Apparently, a good hacker doesn't even need hacking tools as much as he just needs. If he's allowed to use social engineering, you can get away with a lot.
But
right?
the thing is,
oh, Untidy's
how
Tech's job is cybersecurity. Do you
I
like
think
it?
it's cool.
The best hacks are the social engineering. Yep, there you go. Social engineering is the prime attack vector. Thank you, Hank.
What is that? What's that?
Social engineering?
Correct.
That's just based. Sorry, do you want the kids to answer that or me to answer that?
Anybody.
I'm pretty sure Wait, you're asking what social security is, right?
No, social engineering.
No. Yes.
Isn't that? Oh, I don't know that one. I know what social security is.
Right.
But I have a
But
question. Does
specifically in
anybody
hacking.
go on the internet and act like a scammer and then actually be good and like tell them, bruh, if someone does this to you, don't trust them. They're scamming you.
I guess you could, but you could probably get in a lot of trouble for that too, right? Because, I mean,
You're not doing any harm. You're actually helping them. It's because
yeah,
like
people
they're gonna.
definitely have done that. But again, people get very, very angry and they don't trust you, right? They don't believe you're doing things for the right reasons. The best way to do it, I think, an untidy tech who says they very much enjoy their job, I think they'll agree with me when I say the best way to do this is if you get given, imagine someone giving you a paycheck and saying, do whatever you can to break into our system. Like that, to me, that's like the perfect job. Like so much fun. You'd be like, hello, I'm calling because I can't get into my computer. And then you're like trying to trick them into telling you information. And then, so you can find out how people might get in. I think it'd be amazing. Actually, if you're interested in this at all, Vib, I have a subscription to a hacking, an online hacking subscription service, which is kind of cool. Actually, Gimpy G, you might want to have a look at it too. It's kind of fun. And it's just lots of little sort of basically Linux or Unix based stuff, but it's pretty cool. White hat hackers have even guessed passwords and then reached out to tell people. Yeah, that exactly. Yes, that's a good point. Like your password is not secure. Please change it. Although that would kind of creep me out too, though.
Okay. So what you guys are telling me, kind of in chat, is that you're using the person's, I don't know, propensities to get into a system, like maybe using birthdays, and so you're figuring out the person to get into the computer rather than brute forcing your way in. Is that what the social hacking is? Or social
engineering? Yeah, so social engineering is basically trying to convince people to give you information you need to get into their system.
Oh, so phishing. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like phishing, but it's done literally. They'll call you on the phone and say like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's Frank from security, and I've just locked myself out of the apartment. Would you mind logging in and just changing this for me?" They're like, "Well, I don't know," and they go, "Oh, come on, I talked to Carol, and Carol said it was fine." And like, so basically, you do a number of different calls to get a sense of who's in the company, and who does what, so that you could sound really legit, right?
So this is something you could do, David, because you're an actor.
I could. Although, you know what, Gimpy G did some acting the other day, and he was pretty good.
Fantastic.
And dude,
I was really
you could totally play the SMA card too.
Oh my God. Like, no, I'm going to play the big guy. But go ahead.
But I'm saying, like, you could call and say, like, what can I do? I need you to change my phone number, except it's not your phone number.
Like, I've thought about this 1,000 times over, because I've gotten on airplanes and they don't want to touch me. I'm just telling you, that's a true story. I could have smuggled any number of circus clowns.
I think I know how I'm getting my 3090 then.
I think so. Move up, KPG.
But they're gonna figure it out.
That's right. We've just broadcast our intentions.
But it's totally.
We're going
I know.
A multi-million-dollar scam.
The only place I got searched was I was actually in court when they bombed Oklahoma.
Oh wow!
And they put those guys on trial in Denver.
Yeah.
And that was exactly the same time as my discrimination hiring suit.
Oh,
and boy,
wow.
Oh my gosh, you couldn't get through there. I mean, everybody was getting wand.
Of course.
I mean, it was, Gimpy guy, get out of that wheelchair now. I don't care.
How would they wand? They can't wand you because you're like sitting in a metal chair. What do they?
Even my back is metal. Dad would pick me up. They would wand us both. Wand him separate, pick me up, wand us both, and then explain that I do indeed have metal in my back and hips. Right. So it was pretty intense. Every day, you know the guy, you see the guy, he knows who you are,
right?
And that you're coming every day, and they do it anyway, which I think is a good idea.
Well, they got to, right? Because maybe you got compromised, maybe someone had some information on you, or
Right? Maybe somebody kidnapped my hamster, and now they want me to smuggle in a bomb.
That's it. If you ever want to see this hamster again. But that's social. That's basically social engineering. Then that's how they get in.
Okay.
How do any of you get the stupid scam type texts? Oh yeah, tons of those. Baz got one the other day saying that his car insurance was about to expire, and You know, him
Yes.
being
My
13 and all.
My sister is getting a call that she's getting arrested.
Oh yeah, I've had that one too. I'm going to jail because I haven't paid taxes.
I don't think my sister. Well, she pays taxes.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
it.
about to
Way to
say-
go. Just sell your sister down the.
No, I was thinking. I forgot what taxes were for a second.
No, it's good. It's good. No, I was laughing because it sounded like you were about to like, you know, just like rat out your sister for like tax evasion or something.
My sister doesn't do any taxes.
She never pays taxes.
Have you guys ever gotten the somebody's typing you says, "Oh, we went on a date one time." I'm like, I don't think so. And then they're like, "Yeah, we walked on the beach." See, that's when I got it.
Oh, recently I got
one up on.
Recently,
Really?
I got the Nigerian prince scam.
Nice.
Oh yes, no, I've had that a few
Too many
times.
people
Too.
still try to use that one. That's the most like generic, well-known one.
Well, and people think they're so smart, they'll go back and forth and they'll play with them. But my concern is always like, what if you give something away by accident in your, you know, oh, these guys are so stupid, I can't believe they're trying to hack me. And then of course you end up getting hacked anyways. I just think that's so funny that someone tried to scam you by saying that you went on a date walking on the beach.
Walking on the beach, I was like, "Are you sure we were walking on the beach?"
Really?
Amazing.
Amazing.
I got a crank yanker thing like that too, where we were on. I didn't know it. It was some kind of stream, and they're like, "Professor Carr, they must have got me off of some list."
Right.
It was like, put on your shoes and run outside. I was like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, no, I'm one of your students." Are you sure?
Really? That's interesting. I mean, I guess I know the stream thing. There's always the impetus to try to get to get a rise out of people during a stream.
Right. I was no fun in that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be much fun either. I just get grumpy and turn it off. But that's interesting. So Untidy Tech, we'll have to talk to you about security at some point because
That would be cool.
yeah, that would be a neat one. I should run this company by you and see what the Untidy Tech thinks of it. Let me see if I can find the link for it. What were they called? It was like Pen Tester, I think. Is it Pen Tester Labs? I think. Pen Tester Academy, was that it? I don't think so. I think it was Pen Tester Labs. Let me just see if this is what it was. If it was
Sting.
Pen Tester. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you though, Vib, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you should totally get into the hacking side of stuff because it's absolutely. Because you're doing the coding and everything anyways. That or make $1 million doing Roblox games. It's the next thing. These are the guys, Pentester Lab. So I think that's it. Yeah, these are the guys. Okay, so these guys gave me a bunch of accounts to play with, but I couldn't convince any of the tech bandits to do it. So if you want to give it a go, have a if you want to, Vib, have a look at that link that I just put in the stream chat, and if you're interested, I can set you up with an account, and you can give it a go. I went through a bunch of them. I found it. I loved it. The problem was I was doing it here and doing not, and then dropping out for a while, and then forgetting, and then you got to go back and relearn it and stuff. So, Untidy Tech, Pentester Academy has some good stuff. Pentester Labs sounds familiar. Yeah. I really liked it. I actually offered to do some voiceovers for them because the guy who does them is French, and it's very
hacked their third grade website security.
What was that? You cut out there, Vib.
Apparently Jefferson hacked their third grade website security system.
You did?
Interesting.
Really?
Interesting.
So, but Jefferson, don't you get like in a lot of trouble for that? Can't you get in a lot of trouble for that? Like you gotta like. To me, I feel like that's my thing is like I was always too scared of getting in trouble, so I never did a lot of the stuff that I read about being able to do back in the old dinosaur days. But now I feel like there's no excuse. Now it's like, oh my God, just like there's so many of these cool courses that lets you hack computers that you're supposed to. They want you to see how you get in and stuff. Jefferson is talking, but you can't hear him. Oh, what? Am I the only person who can't hear Jefferson?
There might have been noises coming from there, and you might have muted it for yourself. I'm not sure.
I don't know why it would be muted. Have I muted it? Oh, it's muted by me. Oh, Jefferson. How the heck did you get muted? Oh, man. Jefferson, I am so sorry. I do not know how you ended up being muted, but you are not
It's
muted.
okay. It's okay. Apparently, it is hilarious to my foster mom, so it is okay.
Oh, really?
But with the hacking, I did get in trouble. I actually got I actually got expelled.
Really? What did you sorry, you have to run the story by me again. I'm sorry for everyone else who has already heard it, but I want to hear this story. So what exactly did you do, Jefferson? And how?
So basically on my 3rd grade website and stuff, there's this apparently like you're not supposed to be able to email the principals and things like that.
Right.
But I ended up basically hacking into it and disabling their security system that prevents it.
Ha.
And so they found out, and then I got expelled.
Really? I would have thought they would just put you
That
in
is the coolest way to be expelled.
I know. I was going to say. Well, then okay.
My friend was suspended because they did the like a cut. You know that thing?
The what?
Nothing. Sorry. I would like to be expelled that way.
I'd rather you weren't. Wait a second.
Oh, it's basically when someone gets a haircut, you just slap them on the head as hard as you can.
Yeah. He did that to one of my friends and then got suspended for 7 days.
Wow. Well, so he hit someone.
Oh no, but it's funny the way they
it was like a happy slap. Okay.
No, it's meant to hurt. It's just meant,
Well, Jefferson, then, dude, you've got to check out Pentester Labs. Then you should definitely check it out. I'll send you a link.
Okay.
Because this is basically like your grade 3 website on steroids, because it'll teach you step by step what to look for, how to break into systems, with the idea of you are then at the end of it and they'll give you the systems to break into, right? So you don't have to worry about going to jail. You don't have to worry about being expelled. At the end of it, you'll get a certificate that says you know how to do this stuff, and then people will pay you to do it. That's basically the idea behind it. And also, I got to say, it's just really fun. There's some really neat stuff. You have to, the weird thing is you end up having to learn a lot about Linux and how Linux and Unix works. Have you played with Linux at all, Jefferson? Is he gone again? Have I muted him again?
I wouldn't even. I can't hear him either. It's up to you guys.
All right, no, I don't think. I think I'm getting a little bit of noise, but not actually a voice. All right, well, I'm gonna send Jefferson that link because I think he might get a kick out of it anyways. Don't encourage him. Who knows what he's capable of? Well, no, except that I think the idea there, I totally get it, James. I understand. I don't want to say it's cool to break into things. It's not cool to break into things if you're gonna do damage. It's not cool if you're gonna break into things and you're gonna go to jail for it. Which basically, if you're 16 or over, I guess that's what's gonna happen to you. So
I feel like it should be allowed to, if. I don't think I should be arrested if I go up to my father and be like, "Hey, I just did this. Can I try to? I'm really curious if I can do this. Can I try to hack into it?"
And what is
I feel like my dad would say, "What? Just what?"
Well, I think if there's, again, you just don't want to inadvertently wreck something and then get in trouble for it. So that's why I like the idea of these closed systems, which have, so basically what happens is you'll get a login prompt to a fake server, and then you go in and you have to go through these different steps that they've taught you to figure out how to get a code. And it's a bit like capture the flag, but it's on a computer. So your job is to get to a file that you're not allowed to get to, And when you read it, there will be a little flag number in there. And once you've got that flag number, you can go, "Hey, I got the flag number," and then you get the point for that. So that's how it works, which is kind of neat.
If I were to hack into a computer, it would probably be like someone who is doing illegal stuff, so I can just install free geometry dash hack.
I guess you you mean sorry.
I install free geometry dash hacks on a hacker's computer.
Right.
Which, as I've talked once, I don't know if you heard me when I said it, but
What did you say? I missed it. What was it?
there is a virus that pretends to be a free geometry dash hacks, like it auto jumps for you. But then after you do it, it will mess your computer up. It will. Of course. Like legit, it's not like a normal one where it will. It's just to try to annoy you.
Right.
That's basically.
But it's not doing anything malicious. Hey, Fierce Kittens, how are you, Fierce Kittens?
No, it's making it so you cannot use your computer at all.
Right. Oh, that's not good then. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, I used to play with this stuff a lot. What was that? Sorry, Jefferson. I can hear you now, Jefferson.
Oh, my foster mom was telling me that she was promised a pizza if she hacked into her school security system, and because they didn't believe that she could do it, and then she did, and then they changed her mind and put her on a final warning.
No. What jerks?
They are so mean.
I would buy a pizza for that. Yeah. I would seriously get your mom a pizza for that.
She also didn't get the pizza.
Well, that's the biggest sin. Right
That's even worse.
I think forget the whole going against you, but someone buy Jefferson's mom a pizza. It's a good point.
Exactly.
What's her favorite type of pizza?
Oh, her favorite type of pizza is usually pepper and red peppers, cheese.
Really, red peppers?
Yeah. She's vegetarian sometimes.
What does she ever do? That vegetarian pepperoni?
Vegetarian pepperoni.
There's vegetarian pepperoni.
Oh yeah, the new thing.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
People do it.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of good.
Did you say I've seen people do it? I've seen people eat vegetarian pizza, but I've never gone there myself.
Wolf Up.
All right, we got to get Jefferson's mom a pizza. I think that's a worthy Tech Bandits reward. I think.
Wolf Pup.
What?
I'm watching your Fortnite stream right now, and I'm kind of maybe as a tip, turn down your sensitivity.
Well, aiming. Yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah, your sense is a little bit high.
It's just because right now I'm kind of like looking at it and just
It's saying
Well,
no.
it's insanely high.
Not really.
I have really high sensitivity. I need to change that. But
sorry,
do the same thing.
I was just looking at it and kind of cringing on how like you couldn't properly aim because your mouse is moving like
You're making
10
it more
miles
difficult
per
than it
hour.
needs to be.
Oh yeah, because like I looked at you try to like what is it? Just follow that person or whatever.
Yeah.
What? Okay, now the
But
next
then,
question
like,
is.
you kinda...
I'm gonna find out what. Actually, well, don't tell me. I was gonna ask about what the local pizza place is. But
Yeah.
do you have
What's your address again?
What's your favorite? What's your favorite pizza, Jefferson? What's like your favorite type of like? Is there like a brand of pizza that you guys get?
We usually get Domino's.
Domino's. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Domino's. Okay, good.
Domino's
Good.
the best.
All right.
is it bad that I use Pizzaville?
Yes.
No, Pizzaville's good.
Fine.
I like
Well,
Pizzaville.
I've never had Pizzaville.
They're the ones that used to have these. They used to have these great ads that my wife once said. They have like a bunch of these ads they used to do on the radio that I always found very funny. That man was my wife. He's got like
On the radio.
Yeah, he's these crazy. Oh, jeez.
I don't even know what radio is.
Oh
I thought you
my
said that
god.
man
Back
was a
for the
wife.
TVs were the best
What's
ever.
a radio?
Oh, I hate
Watch
all
the
of
radio
you. I hate
shows or
all of you
whatever.
so much.
My day, we got on the radio.
Yeah,
We
what?
would gather around the radio with the whole neighborhood.
See
as
what
there's
I'm up
only
against,
one on the
Skippy G?
block.
See what I'm up against?
I love it.
All right. I think what I could do though, is I can get Jefferson and his mom a Domino's gift certificate. I think that'll work.
Pizza.
I think that'd be the way to go. I think that's the way to go.
Said
What I
that
love,
All right, well, I gotta
she
go for
would-
dinner now, but thank you.
and that was Lord Chunky, right?
Yes.
Very
Lord
good
Chunky.
speaking, you buddy.
Right,
You have a
Oh,
bye.
good
Lord
evening.
Chuck, you out of here?
Yep,
Have a good one, bud.
he's gone.
Oh,
He's gone.
he's already gone. He's gone.
Mhm.
I have no time.
He has to go to dinner.
All right. Oh, there you go. They got coupons. No, the coupons aren't going to help. All right, I'll figure this out. All right. Well, you know what? Actually, it's 6:15. I got to go.
It's 6.
Okay.
Right, Dad.
Oh,
What,
wait,
you
so
think
that-
I've got no life or anything? What do you think? You think people I got nothing but to do but to sit around talking to you guys?
I can clear that he has no life.
And Baz can confirm that for me. Gimpy
I
G,
think
as always, an absolute pleasure. Thank you for dropping by.
Pleasure being here. Love
yeah,
you guys. It's great.
I've got to say a big thanks to Cal for talking to me way too late last night. We were texting way too late, and yet she still manages to be here doing our fabulous modding stuff. Is Ruby K around? Have we seen Ruby K?
Not gonna lie, most of my text discords to Cal is like, is TechBandits today? When I like
no.
first
Are you
came in.
are you discording are you discording Cal about?
No, I
Tech
mean
Bandits?
like when I don't do that anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, Cal, you've got to join us for D&D at some point.
Yes.
And Hobo Yums, I'm so
And
glad that you
we have
enjoyed
to
it. That's
play
fantastic.
games sometime.
Miss Lintz is saying
Yeah.
goodbye. Look at that. Who we rating today?
Coop is
Well-
playing Watch Dogs. If you want to, Milky
Coop?
Charms playing Cyberpunk.
Milky Charms.
Milky
I
Charms.
don't.
We did
think-
Milky Charms yesterday, didn't we? What about
Milky
Amelia?
Charms.
Is Amelia? Because she's also.
May I check my Twitch? See if there's anything up?
But you may, of course.
Oh, okay.
I don't see Amelia on there. Or do I? Excuse me. Hey, Barnacles is on talking crypto.
He is.
Oh, man.
Now,
But he's not
would that
really
be-
kid friendly.
yeah, that's what I was
Seriously.
thinking.
Yeah,
The
Accessible
only thing
gamer
that I
is
can.
on.
Milky Charms is playing.
Milky Charms
Cyberpunk.
is not particularly kid friendly either, but he's,
He's got a good message.
he's got a good message. Exactly, right. Amelia is here. Amelia's here? In the user what? No. Hello, Amelia. I didn't know that Amelia was here. Remember to end your
Hi.
own stream after the raid this time. Yeah, I know on Tidy Tech. I didn't before. Amelia, how are you? I didn't see you in there. You're not streaming, so I can't raid you. You're welcome to, if you want to. I'll give you a couple minutes to start streaming if you want to, and I can raid you.
One time on Tech Bandits, I think it would be cool to like do a gaming thing.
A gaming, like actually play a game.
Yeah.
Wait a sec, could we all go into Fortnite together or something? And play, like,
The new, maybe, but the new Among Us map is out today.
Among Us.
the new Among Us.
I do not like Among Us. I've been seeing it everywhere.
Right. Tweeter-
It's a curse. I can't stop seeing Among Us.
Really? All right, so Amelia may stream tomorrow instead. Everyone should go check out Amelia of the Sea if you get a chance, because she's just, I mean, what she's doing is just incredible over there.
When I'm watching The Simpsons, I'll be like Among Us. When I'm just walking around, I'll be like Among Us.
Really? You're that taken with Among Us? There's a.
Wow, amazing.
I saw an article somewhere
like,
about
I see-
the psychology of Among Us.
If you
Great. Like, it's a great game. It's a well-made game for, like, people playing with friends. Except me and Chip stopped playing after we found out that we didn't really have many friends.
Aww. You and
That's-
Chips, alone against the
That's
world.
me also.
Alone against the world. All right, who am I
No,
rating?
no,
Wait.
no, I didn't mean it
Okay,
like that.
real
I
quick.
meant, like...
What about Accessible
Um,
Gamer? They're streaming.
Yeah, he's on, and I wanted to tell you, David, you should play Magic anyway, and don't let people boss you around.
No,
and drive
no,
you
don't
nuts.
play Magic and stream. Don't play. You can
Well,
play
I can
Magic
play-
with
can-
Gimpy God,
Can I
but
play
don't play
against
Magic
people?
and stream.
So I can play against people that I know.
I don't. We got almost 100 viewers just to see you get crushed in magic. I think it would be.
But I
that's
just feel
it.
like
You can watch that guy who your parents watched on television.
Spirit. I feel like it'll. I don't know.
All right, who am I rating again? I forgot. Accessible.
Accessible.
All right, I'm gonna cut and paste his name this time because I got it wrong before and that sucked. I'm gonna copy that.
Wasn't it the Geezer Geek that you got wrong?
I did. I got him totally wrong. There you go. Accessible gamer.
We still kind of rated him. It wasn't.
Yeah, we did eventually. It just wasn't quite as impressive. All right.
It wasn't as first thought out, but we still got it there.
Oh, Tweety Row. I know I could do Commander Coop too, but I feel like
you do whatever you want.
I feel like Accessible Gamer has lower numbers, so I feel
yes,
like
Dad, you have to do. Dad, you have to do who you want to do.
Right, but am I really? Who am I? I am merely just a conduit to learning. All right, get out of here. Everybody, be safe, be kind, be brilliant. Until we geek again, I will say cheerio and huzzah! And then I will hit this button here.
Huzzah!
And there's that awkward
End
time
stream.
while we wait.
Bye.
I'll end the stream once we're done. All right. Thanks, Baz. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Wait, the letter of the day is G.
G for Gimpy.
Because I've heard
Nice.
the word G a lot today. I don't know
G.
why.
Oh, G, eh? That's good, eh? G. All right, I'm out of
Gee
here. Here we
whiz.
go. Rating now, everybody. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Tomorrow?
Well, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. All right, I'm going to stop streaming like I've been told to. I'm going to wait for a little bit of time for everyone to come in first. There we go. We go. There we go. Nice. That's the way to do it.